All right, mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, hopefully you're all having yourselves a phenomenal night. Man, we got another Sixers game. It is our second in-season tournament game. Let's go! I don't care if any game counts, man. Towards something. If it means a title or an NBA Cup, I don't care what it is. I want to win. I'm a competitor. I want to win. If you guys want to win, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button because you guys are all winners, in my opinion. But the true winners are the ones that hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Those are the true winners at the end of the day. All right, so give me 1 second really quickly. JJ, do you know that lady on YouTube? They call me Jay. Of course. Yes. Yeah, she's another content creator. She does a lot of stuff for Philly stuff, and she does a really nice job. You know, she's great. I commented on her post the other day. I think she's actually on tonight. We can rate her during halftime if you guys want. Do you guys want to rate her at halftime? We can post a vote for that. Maybe we'll do that a little bit later. But yeah, all right. Let's get down to business, man, because there's a lot that I have to say about this team. This is a big game tonight. Joel Embiid is going to play. There were questions on whether or not he was going to play because he had a little hip problem. Nobody was really talking about this, but in that third quarter, Miles Turner, it was in the last game, Miles Turner banged into Embiid's hip, and it looked like it was I don't know if it definitely wasn't a dirty play or anything like that, but it looked like that it definitely impacted Embiid. I'm not saying it was a dirty play or not, but I could see that Embiid, was hobbling a little bit and grabbing onto that, and I didn't think it was going to be that big of a problem. But coming into today, it was a game time decision because of that. So yes, so Joel is going to play tonight. Nick Batum is not playing tonight. Nick Batum again out for personal reasons. This has just continued to happen ever since he came over in the James Harden trade. So I'm hoping that everything is okay with him and his family. Everybody has a right to their own privacy for sure, but hopefully he is okay, and hopefully his family is doing all right too, and whatever's going on, I'm hoping that he takes care of that. Larry, I was surprised too, lol. I had to ask JJ what that was. I told him in the last game, but I guess he wasn't here, so I guess he couldn't. I guess he didn't understand. So Batum is not going to play tonight. So we'll get into the starting lineup in a little bit. But my biggest keys for tonight's game, guys, the keys for tonight is you got to do the same thing that you did on Sunday. Okay, they out-rebounded the Pacers by so many rebounds. They had 21 offensive rebounds at like the very end of the game. And that was why they won that game. Tyrese Maxey was phenomenal. And yes, he had a 50-burger, his first one of his career. He's actually now the 9th Sixer ever to record a 50-point performance. So that was really cool. He was the first guard to do it since Allen Iverson. So that is a very good feat to have, of course, on your resume, especially when you're just 23 years old. 23 years young, that's Tyrese Maxey. But you got to box out. You have to box out. You got to get the rebounds. You need to make sure that you get extra possessions because now that Batum's not in there, okay, and now that, of course, Kelly Oubre Jr. still is out too, we are missing two big wings that can shoot the three ball really well. So you need to make sure that you're trying to get as many offensive possessions as possible and that you're taking away their possessions. So I have no doubt that Nick Nurse is going to get this team ready to go and that they're going to be very hungry. So, it'll be very interesting to see what happens tonight. All right, let's get into the starting lineups. Here we go, baby. All right, so tonight's starting lineups for your Philadelphia 76ers. Actually, we'll get to the Pacers first. So they got Tyrese Haliburton. They got Bruce Brown, Ben Mathurin, Obi Toppin, and Miles Turner. I think that Mathurin and Brown actually switched spots. So Matherin's going to be at the small forward, and Brown is at the shooting guard position. So Obi Toppin's their power forward, Miles Turner their center, and of course Tyrese Haliburton the point guard. All right, and for the Sixers, their starting lineup, you got Tyrese Maxey at the point, DeAnthony Melton at the shooting guard position, and at the small forward, it'll be Robert Covington, and at the power forward, you got Tobias Harris, and the anchor that's down below, Joel Embiid. There we go. Let's go. My second favorite NBA team, Dr. IQ. How you doing? It's okay if you have more than one favorite. We don't judge people on here, guys. If sometimes people like more than one team, and there's nothing wrong with that at all whatsoever. Maxey was very good. That's an understatement. Maxey was phenomenal. I mean, he is literally. There was a reason why I said in that cast, as soon as he got the 50 points, a star is born. That is not just an all-star. That's a superstar right there. Like, 32 shots, and he made 20. The biggest critique about him last year was that he wasn't taking enough shots. He's done that. He's done that, guys. He's taking another step into his game, and he also had 3 blocks. He actually, there was, I forget who it was on Twitter off the top of my head, but somebody posted that Tyrese Maxey this season, in just these 9 games, has more blocks than he did throughout last year's season. Let that sink in. So he's not just getting better as a playmaker and on the offensive side of the ball, but he's having chase down blocks against Drew Holiday. And he's having chase down blocks against Buddy Hield. That has never been a part of his game. And the ceiling for this guy, I'll tell you right now, it's arguably big, even bigger than Joel Embiid. His ceiling is even bigger than Embiid's ceiling right now. It is crazy. We've never seen a player just exceed all these expectations and just be able to still do that and not realizing where his ceiling caps off. It's just really crazy. So again, the starting lineup for the Pacers, you got Ben Mathurin, Obi Toppin, Miles Turner, Bruce Brown, and Tyrese Haliburton. And for the Sixers, it's Rocco, Robert Covington, that is Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, DeAnthony Melton, and Tyrese Maxey. So very good lineups tonight for both teams. This is an in-season tournament game, so I don't have a picture of the court, but it does look really cool in my opinion. It's a very bright red court. You have a dark navy blue going down the middle of the lane on both sides of the court. The Sixers half-court logo looks really cool as well. John Clark actually posted a picture of it. Some people are complaining that it's going to be tough on the eyes, but that is just something that remains to be seen in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Turner and Embiid tipping off at center circle. The ball was up, and the Sixers win the tip-off. The logo looks really cool. You got the 76ers golden trophy at the center of the logo. So Maxey working around the screen, going from right to left, and the runner's up, and that's no good. It's rebounded by the Pacers, and already the Sixers and Pacers under their way. Mathurin kicks it out all the way to Haliburton. Haliburton back to Mathurin. Mathurin on the near wing. On the three-point side, he gets a screen from Turner and puts up a triple, and it's good. Tobias Harris was his defender, but Miles Turner coming in with a late screen, and Mathurin had a whole lot of daylight. It's 3-0. So the Sixers trying to go up with a shot. Embiid tips it back up and in, but they're not going to count the bucket. It's just going to be Pacers basketball now. So we're just 44 seconds underway. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. We got 20 people on here and only 9 likes. That is what we call fraudulent behavior with a capital PH. Because we're all Philly fans. All right, here's Tobias Harris going on the other end as the ball was stolen away. And it's now a 3-2 game as Harris goes coast to coast. Obi Toppin on the near wing, trying to take it to the cup. Goes up with a runner, a high runner over Joel Embiid. And he got it. So it's 5-2. Predictions down below on your final score. Let us all know. Embiid at the top of the perimeter. Now he's on the far wing. Goes up with a three-pointer. It's up, no good. So Joel Embiid not able to cash in from long range. Turner trying to go coast to coast. Goes up with a left-handed layup. And that rims out. Harris on the other end. Can he try to answer? He does. Tobias Harris goes down Broad Street and is able to make a left-handed layup right down the middle of the lane. Obi Toppin in the middle of the lane gets the ball, and there's another assist that's going to go to Tyrese Haliburton. That's his first dime of the day. Haliburton had 25 points in the last game, which was on Sunday, and he had 17 assists. Here's Tobias Harris on a back-up 2-point shot. That's up and in. That was just at the foul line. So it's 7-6. 9:40 left to go in the first quarter. And Embiid guarding Ben Mathurin, and the shot is very short. And a good defensive play by Joel Embiid as Melton is able to crash the glass. Melton gets around the screen set by Embiid. It was a little drop-off pass that was supposed to go to Robert Covington. It's stolen away. Bruce Brown trying to finish it on the other end, and he got it with the right hand. So the steal was recorded by Bruce Brown, and he was able to get a layup out of it too. So it's 9-6, Sixers down by 3. Harris, catch and shoot, 3. It's up, it's short, and Embiid can't get the long rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be Indiana Pacers basketball. So the Sixers were able to beat the Pacers the last time that they played them, which was literally on Sunday. It felt like it was yesterday, but it was Sunday. They won 137-126. There's a three-point shot that goes up and in, and that time it was Tyrese Haliburton. So the Sixers down 12-6 so far. Maxey on the near wing, working around the screen, goes up with a runner with the left hand, no good. And getting the rebound is Covington. It's stolen away, though, by Brown. But Covington tries to deflect it, and it's intercepted again by the Pacers. Haliburton all the way to Toppin, and Toppin slams it down. So Tyrese Haliburton showing off his passing skills, and a timeout is called by Philadelphia as the Sixers are off to a very slow start. They're not dictating the tempo. That's going to the Pacers so far. A no-look pass out in transition by Tyrese Haliburton, and he just knew right where Obi Toppin was, and he put down a right-handed sledgehammer. So we have our first timeout of the game called by Nick Nurse with 8:31 to go in the first. We've not stopped them at all. Yes, sir's here. What's up? Yes, sir. How you doing? Yeah, don't be a fraud. Like and subscribe with a capital PH. You guys are frauds. You guys are the best. But just make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. Sixers over-under got to be about 120. The over-under, that's not... Okay, if you're talking about like their point total, okay, because over-under is totally different. That goes by winning margin. That's what it is. So usually over-under is like yeah, that's what it is. It has to do with point differential. So are the Sixers going to win by 6 points, or are they going to win by 8? You know, are they... If the line is at 8.5... You know, are they going to go over or under? So that's how it works. But yes, you're saying point total. Forgot about that. Oh, boy. All right, so a slow start for the Sixers so far. That's all right. I hope the Sixers win. I'm not into the odds. Man, if I was a betting man... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't really remember what I was even going to say anyways, but yep. But yeah, slow start by the Sixers so far. So the Sixers, they actually play a back-to-back. This is the first game of a back-to-back. I don't know why the NBA did this to them, but they're playing a back-to-back tonight and tomorrow. So they play against the Pacers again, who they just played on Sunday, and This counts as an in-season tournament game. And then tomorrow night they play against the Boston Celtics. So they play them again, and it felt like that they played them like yesterday, and that was just last week. So it was actually last Wednesday. So Oh, boy. So Tyrese Maxey put up a 50-point performance, his first one. That was on Sunday against the Indiana Pacers. And him and Joel Embiid have been definitely one of the best, if not the best, pick-and-roll duo in the NBA. Maxey will get the inbound here. He'll hand it off to Harris. Harris goes inside to Joel Embiid, and he's fouled. So it was a pretty good play drawn up by Nick Nurse, giving Tyrese Maxey the ball, and he just handed it off to Harris. It was over towards his right side. Harris was actually at the top of the key, and Embiid got fouled down low. It was not a shooting foul, so the Sixers will have to inbound it from the far sideline. It'll be DeAnthony Melton. Again, this is the second in-season tournament game that the Sixers have played in. Tobias Harris gets the inbound. He'll lob pass it inside to Joel Embiid. Embiid on the low block, and he'll find Harris, who comes down memory lane. And he goes down with the flush. That was incredible. 14-8, great play call, and great execution by the Sixers. Turner at the top of the key, gets some space, goes off the dribble against Joel, and it hits the front of the rim. Tyrese Maxey coming up with a loose change. He'll find Embiid on the other end. Embiid spinning, going into the low block, goes up with a shot. He's fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. He thought maybe he was going to make that. It was pretty close. But Miles Turner gets called guilty for committing his second foul in a row. This time it is a shooting foul. So Harris just going down the lane. As soon as he got the inbound pass, he found Joel Embiid on the low block towards the left side of the basket, and Harris just cut right to the rim. Nobody was on him, and he just was able to slam it down with 2 hands. Did you have a Tobias dream or something? Says Hardcore for All. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. Oh, in regards to the poll question? No, I just wanted to change things up. That's all. You know, everyone's talking about Maxey and Embiid. I wanna give flowers to other people. So, you know, that's what I do. All right, second foul shot is up and in by Embiid. So Embiid is able to make both of his foul shots. He's shooting 85% from the line this season, and for a center, that is just absolutely incredible. 14-10, Haliburton at the top of the key will find Toppin. Toppin swings it inside to Smith. Smith back to Toppin, and that was sort of like the same play that the Sixers ran right when they inbounded the basketball. And it goes back against the Sixers. 16-10, Maxey off the catch and shoot by Embiid. It's good! A 3-pointer from the near wing. And Tyrese Maxey gets the 3, and Joel Embiid gets the dish. Haliburton back out to Smith. Smith inside. Goes up with a 2, and he's fouled as well. So the Sixers interior not able to do a good job, as Smith is going to go to the line to shoot 2 more foul shots here. That is Jalen Smith. He's number 25, and Tyrese Haliburton, by the way, that's at least his 3rd assist of the game. So he's been doing really, really well. He'll be topping already with 8 points so far, 1 assist and 1 rebound. Haliburton with 4 assists and 3 points. Here's TJ McConnell, who comes in as the first foul shot was missed by Jalen Smith. The second one was missed too. Aaron Nesmith will also sub in for Bruce Brown. So it's 18-13. The Sixers are down by 5 with less than 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Harris all the way to Covington. Covington inside to Embiid on the low block. Embiid trying to take Jalen Smith to Septa, and he does. He got it. Goes up with a 2-handed runner that time, and it's 18-15. Here's Smith for 3, and a guy that missed both of his free throws is able to cash in on the other end with a 3. So, of course, that happens. 21-15, and that goes against the Sixers. There is a foul on the other end, so Jalen Smith cashes in from 27 feet after missing 2 free throws and doing it against Joel Embiid. So it's a 21-15 start. The Sixers called an early timeout. They really haven't had a lot of first quarter timeouts so far this season. Embiid gets the ball, goes up against 2 defenders, and he can't finish it. The ball gets tipped back to Embiid, though, but it's stolen away by Obi Toppin. Toppin will hand it off all the way to Nesmith. Nesmith inside, back to Toppin. The ball gets blocked and battered around by Robert Covington. Here's Maxey again for a three. It's good! 21-18 with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. McConnell dribbling into traffic. He'll hand it off to Smith. Smith to Toppin, and the ball almost got stripped by Maxey. The three-pointer is up by Ben Mathurin, and that's no good. Way too much mustard on that one. D'Anthony Melton climbs the ladder and comes down the chimney with the rebound. Embiid on the other end, going up with a runner. It's up, and he's fouled by Jalen Smith. So he got the pass from D'Anthony Melton. Melton actually had a long rebound and was able to find Embiid, and Embiid was thinking about going up with a foul line jumper, but instead he went up with a runner, and he almost made it. But how about Robert Covington's defense on the other side, just swiping the basketball away from Jalen Smith and coming up right on him, right with his back behind him, and just swatted the basketball away like it was a fly. All right, 21-18. Embiid's first foul shot is up and in, so this is the second trip that he's had to the foul line in this game. So Embiid had 37 points in Sunday's outing against the Pacers. He was 12 for 26 from the field. He also had 13 rebounds. It's his fourth 30 or more point game this season. No, by the way, let's not erase this either. He had 7 assists too. 21-19 is the score. Embiid shooting 85% from the foul line this season. The second foul shot goes up, and that one is good. So it's now 21-20. The Sixers are knocking on the door. Will the Pacers let them in? 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Nesmith for three on the far corner. It goes in and out. Embiid leading the charge as he grabs the rebound. Embiid at the top of the key. Now he's at the foul line trying to dance all over Jalen Smith. He's spinning, fading, going up with a two. It's good! He turned around and was able to put it up and in with the right hand, and Rick Carlisle calls a timeout. So the Sixers answer back and are going on a little run themselves. There was nothing that Smith could do against Joel Embiid when you have a 7-foot big man just trying to take the ball down the field and go on the low block, and he spins and he goes over to that right side and just goes up with a little soft touch. That is so hard to guard. 22-21, timeout called by Indiana. Where is my mouse? Shoot, where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, I had a little scare for a second. We took a punch, and now we hit back. Got to crash the boards. You have to crash the boards. I love a blowout, but I'd really like a buzzer beater game winner. Well, maybe we'll get that tomorrow. Tonight, I want us to blow out this team. I really do. Let's go. Go Sixers. Bembot Medina. How you guys doing, man? Comment down below. I want to hear more final score predictions from each and every one of you. And if you have not answered the poll yet, please do. And I want to hear how many of you guys think that Tobias Harris is going to, or how many points do you think he's going to have? We have 12 likes and only 25 people that are watching. Come on, man. We got to hit that thumbs up button. If you guys want the algorithm, if you guys want us to go up in the algo, that's what you got to do. My algo people have to do their thing. There we go. All right, so let's see. Where's the question? How many points does Toby get? So 21% of you have said 15 or less, okay? 40% of you say that he's going to get between 15 and 20. 27% of you have said that he's going to get between 21 and 30. And just 12% of you have said that he's going to get more than 30. Interesting. 119-111 Sixers. That's Larry's final score prediction. 136-97 says TJ. All right, cool. 22-21. Let's go, baby. All right, let's see. As we're just about ready to come back from a timeout. So there's 5:22 left to go in the first quarter. Marcus Morris Sr. will make his first appearance in this game as he comes in for Tyrese Maxey. Tobias Harris will also take a very quick seat as well. We got our scoreboards up and running. Look at this, man. Look at this. This looks great. Again, in case you are just tuning in, this is the second in-season tournament game for the Philadelphia 76ers. They were able to win on Friday against the Detroit Pistons. So the Pacers have the basketball. Here's Tyrese Haliburton. He'll let it fly from all the way downtown, and he just got it. Oh, man. I think he was supposed to pass it to somebody, but no one was open, and Haliburton with a high arc three-point shot was just able to knock it down like it was a layup. Patrick Beverley is the guy that subs in for Tobias Harris. Beverley hands it off to Melton. Melton trying to go into a clogged paint. Goes up with a 2, and he just misses it. Could not get the friendly bounce. A good contest by Johnson on the other end. There's an alley-oop pass that goes up, and a foul is called on the Sixers. So Haliburton trying to come up with a really good pass for an alley-oop. And the Sixers committed a foul. Takes my seats in JJ Sixers section behind the bench. Foods and drinks. Let's go. 150 to 149. Oh, that's crazy. That's a very high scoring game. So Marcus Morris Sr. gets called for the shooting foul. And Nesmith is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The first one is up, and that one is in. So he was able to get that one to go. So Nesmith is now 24 years old. He's from Charleston, South Carolina. He's 6'5". And, well, he's played with the Celtics. He also played for their G League team and was picked up by the Pacers last year. Second foul shot goes up and in. So it's 26 to 22. With 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Patrick Beverley trying to size up T.J. McConnell at the top of the key. He'll just hand it off to Covington. Covington back to Morris Sr. on the far wing. Bounce pass inside to Embiid. Embiid trying to go up with a runner against his defender, and he got it to go again. So Joel Embiid able to just cruise his way on into the lane and get a big shot right there. 26 to 24. Here's a three-pointer that's up, and that one is in by DeAnthony Melton. So it's now 29 to 24. Melton trying to get that shot to go there again, but he just couldn't get it. So Buddy Hield is the one that comes away with the rebound. Here's Tyrese Haliburton again on the other side at the Wells Fargo Center sign. Hand it off all the way to Smith. Smith goes inside, hands it back outside to Nwora. Nwora trying to go up with a layup, and he got it. So Jordan Nwora able to just get his way into there. 31 to 24, a 10 to 2 run by the Pacers. Embiid spinning, fading, trying to roll into the lane. It's blocked and stolen away again by the Pacers. McConnell kicks it out to Buddy Hield for 3, and that's off the mark. It's tipped by Morris Sr. and rebounded by Patrick Beverley. So 31 to 24, Sixers down by 7. Embiid on the low block again. A no-look pass all the way to Covington from the far corner. Oh, he almost made it. It was an incredible pass by Embiid as he just sniped it all the way over to him with that court vision. So Beverley playing defense on the other side. Here's a two-pointer that's up by Nesmith, and it bounced 4 times, and it couldn't even go in from the foul line. Melton hands it off to Covington. Covington decides not to fire the trigger. He'll find Embiid. Embiid back to Melton again. 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Melton zigzagging his way into the lane. Goes up with a 2. He's fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot 2 foul shots as the foul's called on T.J. McConnell, former 76er T.J. McConnell. And the Sixers are in the bonus, so they'll be going to the line regardless of any foul that's committed by the Indiana Pacers. They are down by 7. As the Pacers have responded since the timeout was called. Here's Melton going to the line. The first one is up, and he makes that one. So Daniel House Jr. will sub in for Robert Covington, and Obi Toppin for the Pacers will come back in for Aaron Nesmith. So DeAnthony Melton, he's 9 for 14 coming into today with his foul shooting. So that's 64%. And he's averaged about 27.5 minutes per game and has started in all 9 games for the Sixers so far. He does make that second free throw. It's 31 to 26. Pacers now have the ball. Haliburton trying to ISO his way around Daniel House Jr. goes up with a 3 and puts it down. Man, oh man, Tyrese Haliburton has a whole lot to say about Tyrese Maxey and has really been showing the Sixers tonight what he can do. Embiid gets the handoff all the way to Marcus Morris, that is, not Monte. Embiid back to Beverly. They'll swing it all the way to Melton. Melton gets the ball stripped, and good defense by Tyrese Haliburton as he stripped it out of it was just off of Melton's right knee, and that's where it touched last, and it goes out of bounds. We're giving out points like Halloween candy, says Hardcore for All. You have to think that as the game goes on, though, that the Sixers will try to, do a better job with the pace. The Sixers do have 4 turnovers so far. That time it was great defense by Haliburton. Here's TJ McConnell trying to zigzag his way into the lane. The ball gets stripped and stolen away by Embiid. Embiid with an outlet pass all the way to Covington. Covington lost his footing. He tries to pass it to Korkmaz, and it's stolen away by Haliburton. Not an easy play. McConnell for 3. It's up, and it's short. He was left wide open, and he just couldn't knock it down. He had all day and all night to shoot that. So Beverly back to Embiid on the near wing. Embiid will try to spin, fade, go up with a 2. He gets his own rebound, and Jackson's the one that gets called for the foul. So Embiid will go back to the line for 2 more foul shots. Of course, Joel Embiid was the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, and during that time, he averaged about 36 points per game. He shot 51% from the field, had 5 assists per game, too. And oh, by the way, he's also he was able to rebound and got 12.5 rebounds per game. So the first foul shot by Joel is up, and it's money. Embiid, a 6-time NBA All-Star and a 2-time NBA scoring champion. He was the 3rd Cameroonian-born NBA player to be drafted by a team at the time he was drafted. Of course, he went to Kansas for 1 year. He's 7 feet, 280 pounds, and is now 29 years old. Second foul shot by Joel was up, and that one is good. So Isaiah Jackson got called for the shooting foul for Indiana, and the Sixers have made all 8 of their foul shots so far, including 6 by Embiid. McConnell swings it all the way to Turner. McConnell again gets the ball back on a little dribble handoff, and he cashes in from the far corner. It was a 2. 36-28 with 1:02 left to go in the first quarter. Here's Furkan Korkmaz. He'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid standing at the foul line, extended behind the back pass to Korkmaz, and Korkmaz gets called for the walk. Man, a 7-foot big man able to just do a behind-the-back bounce pass is just absolutely absurd. So 6 turnovers by the Sixers. That's not a good thing. You don't want to be on that side of the stat sheet if you're Philadelphia. 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Tyrese Haliburton at the logo, having a staring contest with Furkan Korkmaz. Haliburton directing the traffic. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's at the 3-point line. He'll try to step up against him. 3-pointer's up by McConnell, though. McConnell's 3 is off the mark, and Beverly touched it last, but they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Buddy Hield. There was some contact down below. Maybe they won't call a foul. They're going to say that Beverly touched it last. I thought that Hield touched it last, and I thought maybe that they were going to signal for a foul. So 24 seconds left in the first quarter, and there's 8 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. So Beverly being guarded by Buddy Hield. He'll bounce past it to Embiid. Embiid at the foul line, going to his right, tries to go up with it. It's snagged away, but a foul is called. Again, it'll be on Isaiah Jackson. There was about 4.5 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid took a tumbling to the hardwood, but he's okay. And he'll head to the line for 2 more foul shots with 12.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. And, of course, the shot clock will be unplugged. So far, Joel Embiid doing Joel Embiid types of things. 12 points in this game so far. He's been able to make a lot of his points at the foul line. First foul shot's up, and that one is in. So D'Anthony Melton will come back in for Furkan Korkmaz as he'll take a very quick seat. TJ McConnell will also be subbed out. Embiid averaging about 32.5 points per game, which is second in the NBA. Aaron Nesmith is the guy that subs in for McConnell. Embiid takes a quick breath, 2 dribbles, And the second foul shot's good. It's now 36-30. Sixers trail by 2 possessions. Shot clock on flood. Here's Tyrese Haliburton taking it down the court. He's at the logo, gets around the screen, and he'll pass it all the way out to Buddy Hield. 2 seconds left to go. The ball stolen away by Joel Embiid. He goes up with a shot, and that's no good. He put up a long prayer from 3/4 court and gave it everything he had, but no cigar. Sixers down by 6 as we go into quarter number 2 at the Wells Fargo Center. Just got an ad for Hootie and the Blowfish. Oh my gosh. Let me know, Larry, when you get another ad, because I am very curious to see how this works. I did something a little bit different tonight, and I'm hoping that it's not I'm hoping that it's not distracting, you know. So let me know the next time you get it. I'm hoping it's like every half hour. Sloppy play. Yep. All right. Hopefully you're all doing well, man. Hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up button, people. We got 29 people on here watching, 17 likes. That means that 12 of you have not hit that thumbs up button. I encourage you all to do that and to not be frauds with a capital P and an H, because you guys aren't frauds. You guys are the best people in the world, but it just helps me. That's just all it is, you know. If you are new to the channel, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We do Sixers basketball. We do Eagles football, Phillies baseball as well. And we are actually going to start doing some Flyers stuff. But here's what I wanted to say about that. Okay, all right, we'll talk about it now. So I haven't done Flyers in a little bit, or I haven't done Flyers ever on this channel. Oh my gosh. I have not done the Flyers on this channel. In college, I didn't really get a lot of reps with doing hockey, and we're going to start doing that. Okay, the game that we're going to do is on Saturday afternoon. They play at 1 o'clock, but here's how we're going to do it, because I'm sort of in like a new routine, if you will, with my broadcasting prep work and all that type of stuff. I'm trying to get into the swing of things of making spotting boards and doing that stuff again. I steered away from it, and that was not really a smart move. And basically what we'll do is we'll start doing watch parties of Flyers stuff, and then we'll kind of ease our way into it. So that's how we're going to do it, because we didn't really get a lot of experience with it in college, and I don't want to like fully expect you guys to, to see like dominant play-by-play stuff, because we're on here to really just get reps. That's really what this is for. It's just to get experience and to be able to just call games, period. So we have to start somewhere with hockey, and we're going to start off by just doing like little watch parties, So that's how we're going to do it. Chat rules, no spoilers, no spamming. Keep it family friendly and enjoy the cast. We need one more like to get to 20. So the Pacers will have the basketball to start off the second quarter because the Sixers won the tip-off. All right, so it's 36-30. So the second unit will be out there for the Pacers. The shot goes up, and that goes in and out by Buddy Hield. And Daniel House Jr. grabs the rebound for the Sixers. Beverly will dribble it all the way around the timeline, and he'll try to pass it to Paul Reed, and Reed gets the ball swatted away by Miles Turner. So Miles Turner does come back in for the Pacers. Paul Reed will start off the second quarter for Joel Embiid here. Baby steps with hockey. I wanted you to do the Flyers. Well, we're gonna start. We got to start somewhere. So Maxey gets a little handoff here from Paul Reed, and he snaps back and he puts up a three, and that's up and in. So Tyrese Maxey off the dribble, stopping on a dime and putting up a three-point shot like it was a James Harden type of a shot. He got it. Bruce Brown being guarded by Beverly. Beverly tried to plant his feet, but he gets called for a blocking foul. So Maxey was able to pull up from 26 feet, and he got a three-pointer there. All right, 36-33. There's a shot that goes up, and that one is good by Miles Turner, and he's fouled too by House Jr. I'm psyched for Flyers watch party. Yeah, I'm excited about it too. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it Saturday, because whenever the Sixers play a back-to-back, we're doing Sixers stuff, because The Sixers right now are the best thing for the city, and we want to keep our basketball fan base on here too. So, the foul shot is no good by Turner. Tobias Harris comes up with a rebound. He'll hand it off to Beverly. Beverly's at the logo, being guarded all the way by Buddy Hield. Get the handoff to Reed. Reed inside to Tobias Harris on the low block, going up against Nembhard, and he snags his way into the basket. Oh my gosh, he just was on the right side of the baseline, and just Nembhard was doing a good job at covering him. 38-35, 10 points for Tobias Harris tonight. A runners up by Bruce Brown, but they're going to call a foul on Maxey. I don't think that the shot counted, I believe. Or did they call a charge? But how about Tobias Harris just backing his way down on the post and just able to put up a little runner? So I believe that they're going to call an offensive foul on the Pacers. Maxey trying to plead his case, and he got his wish granted. Beverly gets the handoff by Maxey. Maxey goes into the lane, goes up with a little Eurostep runner, if you will, and he can't make it. Bruce Brown getting the rebound. He'll hand it off to Ben Mathurin for a flamethrower, and he knocks it down. So the Indiana Pacers are doing a good job at shooting the three ball. They're actually shooting 54% from downtown. Harris goes into the lane, kicks it out all the way to Beverly. Beverly, a catch-and-shoot triple, and that's way off the mark. Reed gets the offensive rebound, boxes out his defender, but gets the ball stripped and stolen away. It's stolen back, though, by Maxey. Maxey to Harris. Harris goes into the lane, goes up with a two. Yes! And he's fouled as well, I believe. 41-35. 9:52 left to go in the second quarter. And Aaron Nesmith got called for a personal foul, so they don't count the shot. So Maxey will just inbound it for the Sixers. He'll find Paul Reed. 9:48 left to go in the first half, and Reed trying to hand it off to Harris, and that's just the type of game it's been for the Sixers. They've just been turning the ball over a lot as it goes out of bounds on the near sideline. Nembhard at the top of the wing, handed off all the way to Jalen Smith. Smith back to Mathurin. Mathurin back to Smith. Smith goes inside, goes up with a two, misses a bunny, and it gets the ball blocked by Covington again. Tobias Harris comes up with a steal. Harris going coast to coast. He'll kick it out to Maxey inside outside, but Maxey goes back inside and does some ballet moves by going to the rim on the right side of the baseline. 41-37. Maxey today, so far, he's been doing a very good job for the Sixers. 5 points. He's actually 2 for 5 from downtown. Or 2 for 5 from the field, that is. Oh, man. 41-37. And now Ben Mathurin's going to get the inbound for Indiana. Hand it off all the way to Andrew Nembhard. So the whole second unit out there for the Pacers. Nembhard all the way back to Bruce Brown. Brown's triple. That's off the mark. Nembhard grabs the offensive board. Zigzagging his way into the lane, of course, is Ben Mathurin, but he gets called for a travel by Scott Foster. 41-37 with 8:51 left to go in the first half. The D has been suspect too. Well, part of it is because you're missing a couple of key wing players, so that has to be a part of the equation, but the other part of it is just effort. Harris gets a little dribble handoff, goes into the lane, gets the ball swatted away by Jalen Smith. And here comes Ben Mathurin on the other end. He's able to go up with a two, and that one is up and in. 43-37. Sixers haven't been doing a good job so far controlling the tempo in this second quarter. Maxey gets double-teamed over towards the half-court logo, loses the ball, and Maxey will inbound it because it was last touched by the Pacers. 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the first half. Maxey will find Beverly on the inbound. Beverly at the top of the key, goes into the lane, goes up with a little runner, and kisses it up and in. Good job by Patrick Beverly, the veteran who signed for a $3 million contract with the Sixers in the offseason. Nembhard picking and rolling to the paint. A no-look pass, though, back outside to Nesmith. Nesmith going into the lane, and the Sixers get the ball back. So Maxey goes coast to coast, goes up with the left hand. It's good. And Maxey having some words with the official as a timeout is called by Indiana. Thought he was fouled there. Sixers doing a good job in the fast break and out in transition as well. Just a little Euro step by Tyrese Maxey as he laid it up and in with the left hand. An underhanded finish, if you will. So, here we go. Travel, hey, am I supposed to tell you I'm getting ads too? I just want to know, like, how many minutes apart the ads are coming. Like, are they coming, like, in 20-minute apart? I scheduled them out for every 30 minutes, but at least I believe I scheduled it out for every 30 minutes. But I'll have to double-check at halftime. All right. Oh, boy. So, 43-41 is the score. Sixers trail by 2. And they're hoping to just keep things going in this game. It hasn't really been the smoothest start by the Sixers. They've been, behind most of the time, and they're pretty much playing catch-up. I think that the Pacers' defense has definitely been a lot better. Rick Carlisle has made some really good adjustments. The Pacers have been noticing what types of trends that the Sixers do in certain situations, like when they hand the ball to Maxey and when they try to find Embiid on the low block, and it seems like that the guys that they have out there on the court at all times have been doing a really good job at picking up certain things, and that's why I actually personally like these miniature 2-game sets that they're starting to do now during the season, because that, to me, gets me ready for the playoffs, because that's what the playoffs is all about. It's all about adjustments, and because you're playing a team more than one time in a row, you have to watch what you see, and now the Sixers are kind of getting that little taste early on. Both teams are, but still. I got my first one all good. All right, good. Good. That makes me happy. Oh, man. Hey, JJ and the crew, I have no skin in this game, but still wanted to stop in and say hi and give a thumbs up. You're the best, man. You're the best, Travis. We love Travis, dude. We really do. We love each and every one of you, but we want you all to hit the thumbs up button if you guys love my Sixers content, if you guys love everything I do on this channel. We treat it like it's a real broadcast, but we also try to get you guys involved too. You'll never find as good of a play-by-play call as this for Sixers or for Eagles or for Phillies. That's for sure. And I don't like tooting my own horn, but I've tried to check out other people, and if you just want to listen to a good broadcast, I think this is the best one that's out there. All right, 43-41. Here comes Tyrese Haliburton going into the lane as he's back in there, and he got his way. 45-41. So Tyrese Haliburton already out-dueling Tyrese Maxey so far in this first half. Haliburton with 14 points, and that's not just it. He's been doing a lot more in the passing game. Harris going to the post, goes down with a turnaround jumper. It's rebounded, though, by the Pacers, and Jalen Smith comes up with the board. Haliburton all the way out to Mathurin for a 3, and a long rebound by the Pacers by Obi Toppin. Haliburton from way downtown. It's up. He almost got it. And Morris Sr. trying to box out Jalen Smith, and he does so as it goes out of bounds on the far sideline, and the Sixers will get to have the ball. They're down by 4. Seems like that they should be down by more points, but the Sixers are staying within striking distance. As Maxey gets the inbound, and the foul is called on Jackson immediately. Less than 7 minutes to go, and Isaiah Jackson, it's at least his second foul of the game. Here comes the Mad Max. NBC Sports Bay Arena. Or Bay Area. Larry says true. I don't think that you're going to find as, detailed broadcast as this on here. D'Anthony Melton will find Maxey as he gets the inbound. Maxey on the near wing trying to go up against Bruce Brown, and Maxey gets called for a travel, and Maxey can't believe it. So another Sixers turnover. You can't be making these careless possessions. 8 turnovers now for the Sixers, only 4 for the Pacers. 3-pointer by Haliburton, it's up, and it's in. My goodness, man, Tyrese Haliburton just doing a good job. There was a player that went down for the Pacers on the other side, and Paul Reed goes down with a flush. It was 5-on-4 basketball. It was Jalen Smith that went down. I don't know necessarily what happened. Looks like he got elbowed by somebody, but Rick Carlisle was going out there, and he's on his knee, Jalen Smith, and he'll take a very quick seat, but hopefully he's okay. Let's see. Oh, Marcus Morris Sr. elbowed him in the face. There was no foul call on that whatsoever, but we have a timeout called by the Pacers. And Smith is still down, and the medical staff is going out there to check on him. You want to be on the dream team? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. Hi, Katie. Missed some time with health issues, but we're back. We're back. We're back, baby. Eddie says that the Flyers stink. I don't care. You know, we're gotta get our hockey reps somehow, man. So, every time that there's a back-to-back for a Sixers game, Sixers obviously take priority. We're doing Sixers first for anything on here because the Sixers are, first of all, the Sixers are the better team. They have the higher expectations, and we got to be consistent with our audience on here. So, you know, Flyers stuff, we're just going to get a little bit of practice, and we're just going to try to start from the bottom. What time is the game Saturday? It's at 1 o'clock. The Saturday game is at 1 o'clock. Catherine, you are a part of the team. They can't all be good. Yeah. All right. So the rest of the schedule for this week is, so we got the Sixers tonight. We got Sixers tomorrow night at 7:30. They take on the Celtics, and then Friday we got another Sixers game. They play against the Atlanta Hawks. Saturday we got the Flyers. They're playing at 1 o'clock, and then Sunday the Sixers play at 3. So we're doing that game as well on Sunday. And then we got the Monday Night Football game. we got Eagles on Monday night, so that'll be fun. Flyers are rebuilding. Yes, they are. They are. They're trying to rebuild. Who's that Taryn Hatcher's interviewing? I can't tell who that is. Eddie says Flyers are always rebuilding. Well, that's why Eddie's on here. Eddie's on here because he's a big Sixers fan, and the Sixers are not rebuilding right now. Oh, Kenley Connolly's parents? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I guess Kenley Connolly, did she ring the bell tonight? I don't know. Can somebody fact check that for me? Because I would like to know about that. Eagles on Monday Night Football? Cool. Yeah, that's going to be really awesome. It's going to be Eagles and Chiefs. So, been starting to study for that. So here's Haliburton working on the other end. So he's able to try to go up with a shot, and that's no good. Joel Embiid comes back in. Isaiah Jackson also subs in for Jalen Smith. So we didn't see what happened to Smith, but don't know if he's in the locker room or not, or if he's on the bench. Tyrese Maxey going up with a little floater on the other end, and he collides with one of the camera operators, and he's down, but he'll get back up. So Maxey gets a two-pointer up and in, and it's now 48-45. And Maxey did get fouled as well, and they'll go to the line for one more. When they're going to this two-screen, I don't like it because it makes the screen even smaller to see. So that's why it was a little bit hard to tell who fouled him at that time, but now that they're back on the full screen. 6 minutes to go in the first half. As I mentioned before, Joel Embiid comes back in for the Sixers at the center position. Sixers just down by 3. Maxey's foul shot is up and in, and he makes it. So Tyrese Maxey doing a good job of converting on the and one. Sixers are 11 for 11 from the line. There's a three-point shot by Obi Toppin, and he hits that one from 25 feet. Everything that the Pacers have been putting up from three-point range, it seems like everything is going in. They're shooting 50% from downtown. Harris will be on the near wing. Will hand it off to Embiid. Embiid hands it back off to Melton. Melton at the foul line will dribble all the way out to the far wing on the three-point side. Melton then goes into the lane, goes up with a two-handed layup, and that's in. Got it. 51-48. It was a little awkward. Here's Turner for a three-pointer on the other side. Can't get that one to go. Tyrese Haliburton gets the rebound. The ball gets stripped, and it does go out of bounds, but Melton does get called for a loose ball foul. Yeah, that is going to be a good game. This is a mirror image of Suns game. Kind of. Yeah, I guess so. So 51-48. Pacers have the ball back as Haliburton gets the inbound here. Haliburton tips it all the way out to Bruce Brown. Brown trying to go into the lane, goes up with a two. It's up and in. So Bruce Brown, who won a championship last year with the NBA, or with the Denver Nuggets, that is on the Pacers now, and he's able to come up with a nice bucket for them there. Every time the Sixers have gotten a bucket, the Pacers have responded. Here's Maxey on an island all by himself. He'll go into the lane, though. He kisses it up. It's no good, though. Tipped out by Embiid and all the way to Haliburton. Haliburton with an alley-oop pass inside the Toppin, and it was denied by Harris, but the Pacers still in possession. Haliburton on the far wing. He'll pass it all the way to a wide-open three-point shot that's up and in by Aaron Nesmith. Man, oh, man. It's just been a game of chess for Tyrese Haliburton. Just when he's in the air making quick decisions, he just knows what to do with the basketball. 56-48. Morris for three from the far corner. And that one's off the mark. Sixers are getting the looks. They're just not knocking down their shots. Haliburton again from downtown. It's up and in. Man, he just cannot be stopped out there. He's in his own zone. And he's saying, nobody can guard me, as we have a timeout called by Nick Nurse, and the Pacers are on. It seems like a 9-2 run. So, Pacers lead it by 11 with 4:02 left in the second quarter. Oh, the Sunday game. Yeah, the Sunday, it's at 3 o'clock. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit odd. You have Pacers to cover at 3.5. Oh, 3.5 at halftime. Okay, I see what you're saying. Suns fear Spurs. If you guys are new to the channel, I do encourage you all to hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. We need 4 more subscribers, guys, to get to 1,470. I would really love us to get to 1,500, hopefully by the end of this weekend. If not, maybe even today. That would be really cool. We gotta get to that mark pretty soon. I do love you guys, and I appreciate you all so much for coming on here. But if you really want to help out this channel, you know what you gotta do? You gotta tell your friends about this, and you gotta tell your family members about this channel too, because we want to continue to grow our family. You know, we were able to do that with Phillies baseball. I was so happy that during the playoffs that we had a really nice crowd together, and we had people that were behind our backs, and that was just really, really cool. I'd like us to kind of do the same thing with the Sixers. You know, we're definitely getting an audience for Eagles stuff, but for the Sixers, I want to continue to have that grow and flourish. So, but the only way to do that is if you guys tell your friends and your family and just help us out. All right, so that was a quick timeout called by Nick Nurse. It's actually been an 8-0 run by Indiana. And Melton will find Marcus Morris Sr. He'll get it back at the top of the key. Bounce pass all the way to Embiid. Embiid tries to find Morris Sr. inside, and it's turned over again by the Sixers. Bad pass by Joel Embiid, as Morris Sr. was not even wide open. It was like he was a quarterback trying to find a receiver that was just being double-teamed. And Morris Sr. is going to come on out. That's now another turnover by the Sixers. So the Pacers have their largest lead of the game. Haliburton will hand it back off to Bruce Brown. Brown at the top of the key will find Buddy Hield here. Hield all the way back outside to Haliburton. Haliburton being guarded by Covington. And here's Hield going inside, kicks it all the way out. Here's Toppin, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Toppin all the way to Hield. Hield from long range. It was a prayer, and a shot clock violation is called. It didn't even hit the rim. That was contested, and Rick Carlisle wanted a foul call at the very end, and he wasn't able to get it. 59-48 is the score with 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the first half. The Sixers, they have a whole lot of things to do at halftime, but hopefully they can try to make it back to a single-digit lead, or cut it to a single-digit lead. There's Melton on the far wing, being guarded by Hield. He'll have to pass it to Covington. Covington's right next to him. Got the ball blocked as he tried to put up a three, and Toppin comes up with a rebound. Toppin will be called, Melton will be called for a blocking foul on Obi Toppin. So with 3:01 to go, the Pacers are now in the bonus. So the Sixers are over the foul limit and just have not been getting the calls to go their way. Pacers have put up 23 points in this second quarter. Sixers only 18. First foul shot is up, and that's no good by Obi Toppin. So Toppin, of course, was drafted and played for the New York Knicks. So very athletic player. Can get you a lot of rebounds. He has 11 points tonight so far, and he's 5 for 6 from the field. Second foul shot is good, and the Pacers increase their lead to a dozen. Next, he hands it off to Harris. Harris trying to go into the lane over Toppin, and there's a block by Obi Toppin as he stuffs him right at the rim. It's again stolen away by Tyrese Haliburton. Haliburton working around the screen, now gets over to Joel Embiid, and his three-point shot is up, and it misses. Maxey's there to get the rebound. He'll find Harris. Harris going into the lane, goes up with a two, and he's fouled, and Haliburton thought maybe Harris walked the floor. Maybe he did get away with one, but he'll go to the line for one more as he got fouled by Bruce Brown. So now both teams are in the bonus. Just be mindful of that. Nice pass, though, by Maxey. Yep, he did. He got away with a little walk there. But regardless, the Sixers have something going their way. And Harris's foul shot, he can't make it. Hit the back of the rim. And the Pacers come up with a rebound. Haliburton being guarded by Melton. He'll try to go into the lane, kicks it out all the way to Nesmith. Nesmith to Toppin. Toppin all the way to Hield. The ball gets stripped and stolen away by the Sixers. Melton with the strip, Embiid with the steal. Harris inside, outside to Maxey. Maxey on the near wing. He'll find Covington from wing to wing. Melton inside to Harris. Harris back inside to Embiid. Embiid's shot goes up. No. He tries to tip it up. He can't get it. And it's rebounded by Miles Turner. So Toppin for three on the near wing. It's up, no good. And Embiid comes away with a long offensive rebound, and he's fouled by Tyrese Haliburton. So Haliburton gets called for committing a foul, and the Sixers will send Joel Embiid back to the line to shoot two more foul shots. It's been a very physical game between both of these teams. And Embiid will head on over to the charity stripe. He's been leading the way for the Sixers. He does have 14 points and 7 rebounds and 3 assists as well. Maxey with just 10 points in 16 minutes. He and D'Anthony Melton both actually have 10 points, and Harris has 12. So Haliburton gets called for a personal foul. There still is a stoppage here. I can't necessarily tell what's going on. If they're going to call a tech on Obi Toppin or what. Toppin was thinking that he was fouled by Robert Covington on shooting that three-pointer from the near corner, but he did not get the call. So he was trying to plead his case, and of course the refs were not able to help him out. And Rick Carlisle having some words and being very vocal on the Pacers bench, and I believe a technical foul is going to be called on Obi Toppin. They say that it was for flopping, and Embiid's first foul shot's up and in, so he's going to actually have to stay at the line for 2 more foul shots on the foul that was committed by Haliburton. Was it another technical foul shot? Embiid's second foul shot is up and in, so he'll, I believe, stay at the line for 2 more. I'm a little bit confused now. I don't know if that was necessarily a flop by Obi Toppin. So the Sixers will inbound it as Embiid has made all 10 of his foul shots. So Haliburton got called for a transition foul. And Embiid was able to shoot the technical free throw too. So 60-52, Embiid gets the inbound here. He fakes the handoff to Maxey. Now he'll hand it off to Maxey, and Embiid goes down. Maxey trying to wait for him. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey will hand it off to Melton. Melton all the way to House Jr. House Jr. lost it, and it's stolen away. Here's Hield for three on the near wing. Catch and shoot, no good. Melton comes away with the loose change, though, and he leaps up over two defenders. Melton goes into the lane for the Sixers, goes up with a two. It's up, no good. Whistles remain silent again. A 3-on-2 here for the Pacers. A Nola pass inside to Obi Toppin from Tyrese Haliburton once again. Man, oh man, the chemistry between Haliburton and the rest of his teammates has been on point. 16 assists by Indiana. 62-52. Embiid got a pass inside by Maxey that literally just hit the backboard, and Embiid just played it off a bounce. He got it, but the foul was called on the Pacers. It was a no-look pass inside by Tyrese Haliburton out in transition, and he just has to flash it for himself. That's just an incredible flashy pass that he could probably make in his sleep. Already he has 6 assists and 20 points tonight. He had 17 assists, that is, in Sunday's game. First foul shot is up by Joel. It's good. So Buddy Hield was the one that was guilty for committing the shooting foul. The game has really slowed down with all these free throws. About 0.7 seconds, less than a minute to go. So 59.3 to be exact, if you can do the math in your head. Embiid's second foul shot is up and good, and the Sixers decreased their deficit to 8. 55 seconds to go in the first half. Embiid with 18 points. Tyrese Haliburton at the half-court logo. Being guarded by Melton, dribbles over towards his left. He'll try to get a screen, and he gets one from Isaiah Jackson, that is. Haliburton now being guarded by Embiid. He'll kick it back out to Jackson. Jackson with 2.5 seconds left on the shot clock, and a foul is called on D'Anthony Melton for reaching in. So we'll have more free throws coming up right now. So Melton gets called for a personal, and Aaron Nesmith is the one that's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So Toppin, Brown, Haliburton, Mathurin, and Nesmith all out there for the Pacers. They have a small ball lineup. First foul shot goes in and out. So Aaron Nesmith has been a very good three-point shooter so far during his career. Go to the line for one more. He's now 24 years old. He went to Vanderbilt and was the 14th overall pick by the Boston Celtics back in the 2020 draft. Second foul shot is good, so Nesmith goes 1 for 2 from the line. He's averaging about 11.5 points per game. Harris will have to inbound it now for the Sixers. He was a little bit confused on who was going to be the inbounder. But he'll give it to Melton, and Melton hands it off to Maxey. Maxey on the far wing, trying to go inside to the paint, goes up with a little runner. It's up and hit the front of the rim. I believe it was also blocked by Toppin. Mathurin trying to go coast to coast on the other end, and he has his way. He got it. And it's now 63-54. And Maxey will inbound it now to D'Anthony Melton. They're going to call a turnover on the Pacers for a travel. So 1 second separating the shot clock from the game clock here. Sixers trail by 9. 10 seconds to go. Maxey has it at the point. He'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid at the foul line trying to kick it out to Harris. Harris was wide open. He didn't even take the shot. 2 seconds to go on the shot clock. He puts it up, and it's not good. It doesn't even go in. Man, oh man, just miscommunication between the Sixers and everybody on the court. Harris had all day and night to shoot that three. I don't think he realized how much time was left on the clock. And the shot was no good, and that's going to do it in the first half. So the Sixers trail by 9, and we really haven't seen a sloppy half from the Sixers pretty much throughout this entire season. but that's the first time that that's happened tonight. Just a lot of miscommunication and a lot of just giving up offensive rebounds, and they're not dictating the pace of the game. It's been more about the Pacers just being able to march their way down the court and just hustle after every single play is made. They're making their three-point shots. They're doing the little things right, and Rick Carlisle really has his team going. So you got your single digits wish. I didn't say for the first half. I said for the game, I believe. I think you missed my point. This is a mirror image of the game. Every time the Sixers made a run, Pacers responded. Okay, well, that I didn't understand. That I didn't understand. You have to elaborate sometimes. Oh, boy. All right, so the Sixers, they trail by 9 points as they go into halftime. And hopefully they try to get things back into gear. They got to kick it back into gear. I'm actually going to take a very quick step off, guys. Please do not go anywhere. I will be literally back in about 2 minutes or so. We got 25 lovely people on here watching. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button. It just helps me. That's all it does. And hit that subscribe button, too. I'll be right back in about 2 minutes or so. All right, don't go anywhere. See you soon. All right, here we go. We're back on here. All right, I just needed to take a very quick step off. Just drink some water and just regroup myself because I needed a little timeout. That's all right. All right, we're back on here, man. So let's just talk a little bit more about this half and just give our thoughts. So basically, with my own two eyes, okay, it was a very fast-paced game, and I thought it was a little bit too fast, and that's why. You know, it was sort of like, I guess it was kind of like a hockey game in the sense like where the Pacers were really just dictating the pace and they were just zigzagging all their way down the court, and it was just such a fast-paced game that the Sixers, that's just not who they are. They're not that fast of a team. Now that they have more wings and that they have more athleticism on their team, they are faster, a lot faster than in years past, but they're not that fast. So the Pacers really just dictated the speed at their own pace, and they also just did everything correctly. The ball, the passing and the distributing of the basketball was on point, and I think that this was just a half where you thought to yourself that Tyrese Haliburton was going to go out there with a response because Tyrese Maxey had 50 points in his last game, and he was getting all the headlines out there for the Sixers, and Haliburton wanted to just remind the NBA world that he is the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. But let's see if Tyrese Maxey can respond in the second half, and hopefully he can go out there and play more physical and also get more shots off. It seemed kind of like that Maxey was going back into his old ways, in my opinion, where he would just give the ball to Joel more, and it was more about Joel taking the shots rather than Maxey taking the shots. I want Maxey taking shots, man. I want him shooting the ball as much as possible. I want him to continue to shoot the basketball. I haven't seen a bad shot by Tyrese Maxey. Never. I've never seen a bad shot by Maxey. I want him to shoot the ball more. So, but anyhow, that's basically what I've been seeing so far, just in this game. And, you know, in the second half, what the Sixers really have to do is they need to find a better answer, not just for Tyrese Haliburton himself. They need to put more bodies on him. I think that that's one thing, but they need to make somebody else answer the bell. You know, it's not just the shooting from Haliburton, it's also just the passing as well and the distributing of the basketball. So, when you look at the first half stats, I mean, Joel Embiid has 18 points. It seems like it's been a quiet 18. He had a lot in the first quarter, I remember. But 7 rebounds. Tobias Harris with 12 points, 4 rebounds. He went a little bit quiet in that second quarter. It was just a quiet quarter. That's really what it was. That's all it was. So it's not, they're not playing Sixers basketball, the Sixers basketball that we all know. Obi Toppin has 14 points. He's been really explosive from the field and has made a lot of dunks and also made a big three-pointer too. And when Obi Toppin's making threes and everybody else is hitting, that's just, it's going to be tough to stop the Pacers. The Pacers are a very gritty team that have a lot of athleticism. They have playmakers, and they have a very good coach. Rick Carlisle is a really good coach. You know, he really is. There's a reason why he won a championship with the Dallas Mavericks. He's a very good coach, and he's very good at solving X's and O's and figuring out when his players need to be put in good positions to succeed. And a couple of plays that he drew out of the timeouts today have been, you know, the Sixers didn't really have an answer for. So that's really the big thing. If you guys are interested, I know this is a little bit off topic, but if you are interested in becoming a moderator for this channel, please let me know. Please email me down below because I would love to get more and more mods on here for my Sixers stuff that we do on here. At some point, the Pacers go cold from the arc. Sixers got to capitalize. I think that starts in the second half. I'm sure that Nick Nurse is probably giving a speech right now at halftime saying that he's not happy, and I'm sure he's trying to fire all of them up. I could just see that. Tobias Harris not shooting that three-pointer at the end because he didn't know how much time was left on the clock. That was why he didn't do it. I could see that he didn't realize how much time was left on the clock, and he was wide open to shoot that three. That tells me that this team is not focused, and they better come out in the second half more focused. It feels like that they're actually down by 19, but they're only down by 9. So that puts things into perspective too. Sometimes you have games in the NBA where, you know, you feel like that your opponent is outplaying you so much that you feel like that you're down by 22 points, but then in reality you're only down by 5, like with 2 minutes to go, and you're still within striking distance. Yeah, the Pacers are very tentative. I think that that's the Pacers tentative? I think that the Pacers are just a very, in your face, make you work type of a team. That's how I kind of look at them. Obi's been playing really well. Haliburton, of course, we've had his name called a lot of times. He's 7 for 10 from the field. He's actually 6 for 8 from downtown, by the way, and has only committed 1 foul, so he's been really, really sharp. He's on pace to get 40 points and 12 assists. So, and their bench is also outscoring the Sixers bench, but the Sixers bench has only been able to put up 4 points. they've gotten a lot of their points, obviously, from their starters, but this Pacers bench has been doing a very good job at executing. They've been able to put up 15 points off their bench. Lord, what's up, man? Hey, Maxey is a skinny young guy who used up a lot of energy last game. Hope he gets his second win. I need 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists from him. Well, I'm sure that if you told him that straight up to his face, okay, if you were like, Maxey, maybe you got the win taken out of you in the last game because you put up 50 points, even though this guy's an energizer, and I don't think he ever gets tired. I really don't, because he's always out there with a lot of energy. He'll even tell you that he wakes up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and he smiles every day. Every day. He said on this podcast, like, I literally will wake up at 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just smile, and, like, I'm ready to go. Like, I do my jumping jacks. This is Tyrese Maxey. This is what he does. This is why you love him. This is why he's such a great fit for the city. But anyhow, you're going to tell him, okay, back to my point, that, listen, I need my 25 points, my 5 rebounds, and 5 assists from you because you got to win me some money, bro. That's what you got to do. That's probably what you would say to him, Lord. But no, man. We want the Sixers to go out there and have a much better second half, for sure. What else is new? Let's talk about some of the scores around the NBA, man. Let's do that. So the Heat are winning 67-58, with 8:09 left to go in the third quarter. We have the scoreboards down below too, in case you can't follow along with everything I'm saying. But for those people that are driving and that aren't on their phones right now, just have us on as background audio. You got the Detroit Pistons winning 68-66 with 9:53 to go in the third quarter. And with 6:08 left to go in the second quarter, the Brooklyn Nets are actually now down by 2. The Magic the Magic and them were tied, but the Magic just scored 2 points, and it's 40-38. And then the San Antonio Spurs, they were down 44-41 against the Oklahoma City Thunder with 4:04 left to go in the first half. And the other game that's going on right now that just got started not too long ago, you got the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Dallas Mavericks with Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. It's 14-12. And then the other 4 games we have going on tonight, you got Portland in Utah. That game's going to happen at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. At 10, you got a Clippers-Nuggets matchup going on in Denver. And then the Golden State Warriors will host Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, and the Minnesota Timberwolves at 10 o'clock tonight. And at 10:30, there'll be Grizzlies and Lakers. So those are your scores. And that's the upcoming schedule for tonight around the NBA. So, yeah, the Pelicans. I know, the New Orleans Pelicans. Around the NHL, let's take a look at there. So the Bruins are actually shutting out Buffalo 4-0 with 9:35 left to go in the second quarter. Pasternak has just continued to be a stud, really. The Canadiens and the Flames are tied 1-1 in the second period with 8:01 left to go. The Capitals are shutting out the Golden Knights 1-0 with 10:56 left in the second period. And that's 2-2 between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Penguins are 7-6, and the Jackets are 4-7-4. The Tampa Bay Lightning are trailing 1-0 against the St. Louis Blues. And then with 10:11 left to go in the first period, you got the Predators taking on the Anaheim Ducks. And it's still scoreless so far. Arizona Coyotes lead at 1-0 against the Dallas Stars with 12:02 left to go in the first quarter. The Devils and the Winnipeg Jets, they're tied. They're still scoreless with 9:06 to go in the first period. And then the final game that'll take place tonight, you got the Florida Panthers taking on the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks are 2-12-1, and the Panthers are 9-4-1. Pacers is a weird name. What is a pacer? Somebody that paces themselves. Seriously, I'm not even joking about that. Like when you're running and you're trying to, take like a physical pacer test, that's what a pacer is. You can actually like look up the history too, like behind the Pacers too, and see like what their origin is, because I am curious and I Probably should know, but yes. All right, 63-54 as we're just about ready to start off the second half. So the Sixers, since they won the tip-off, the Pacers are going to get the ball first. As getting the ball this time, it'll be Ben Mathurin. Mathurin trying to go to the cup against Joel Embiid, and Embiid gets called for the foul. So Embiid had 18 points in the first half. He was 3 for 10 from the field. He had 12 of his points, which is about 3/4 of his points, or 2/4 of his, or 2/3 of his points at the foul line. Man, I can't even do math in my head. All right, Tyrese Haliburton off the dribble, goes up with a 2-point shot. It's up and in. He connects, and he just continues to pick up where he left off in that first half. He's been unstoppable. 65-54, Sixers down by 11. Maxey working around the screen with a bounce pass all the way to Embiid. Embiid loses it. Melton gets it, though. Melton kicks it out to Maxey, but it's stolen away again by Haliburton. Haliburton to Toppin. Toppin goes inside, and they'll kick it out to Brown. Brown can't get it to go. And it goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Indiana. And the Sixers will get the ball back. We're just 40 seconds underway here in this second half. All right, 65-54. What is a piece of a car built in the 70s? Says Mike Reed. So Tobias Harris at the top of the key will dribble towards his right side, kick it out to Covington. Covington goes up with a left-handed scoop. It's up and in. Got it to go across the defender, too. Haliburton kicks it out all the way to Mathurin. Mathurin all the way back to Haliburton. Haliburton loses the ball, but he actually dropped a nice little pass inside to Obi Toppin. That's what it was. I thought maybe he got the ball loose, but it was just a drop-off pass. It just makes it look so easy. Maxey with the pick and roll to Joel Embiid. Embiid goes up with a shot, and he's fouled as well. He'll go to the line for one more. It's 67-58, and the foul is on Miles Turner himself. So Maxey and Embiid trying to spam the pick and roll like they usually do in the second half to start off the tempo. And, well, they did that right there. Sixers have been really taking over the third quarter just throughout all these 9 games that they've played throughout the season. But they're down by 9. We have a substitution as Isaiah Jackson enters in for Miles Turner. So Embiid will go to the line to try to convert on a 3-point opportunity. 67-58, then the Sixers trail by 9. 10:42 to go in the third quarter. The soft touch by Embiid as he puts it up and in. 67-59, and Embiid now has 20 points in this game. Haliburton being guarded by Melton. Haliburton works around the screen. He'll hand it back off to Jackson. Jackson back to Haliburton. Haliburton goes up with a 2. It's up and in. Well, you didn't know if he was going to drop a dime or if he was just going to go up with a layup. So Embiid kind of had to pick his poison as he was in midair. Maxey tries to pass it, and it goes out of bounds. Again, the Sixers commit a turnover there, and Maxey has to get back on defense. Nice pass all the way to Jackson. Couldn't tell who made the pass, but Isaiah Jackson got it. And guess who it was? Tyrese Haliburton. 71-59. And we have a stoppage in play right now. Couldn't tell what happened, but Haliburton with a 3/4 court pass all the way to Jackson. And Jackson, he just literally threw it right into the breadbasket like he was a quarterback. He got it to go, and we have a technical foul called on Nick Nurse. And the foul shot is up and in for Indiana, and they now increase their lead to 13 points. So a 9-5 start in this third quarter. We're just about 2 minutes underway, so Haliburton made the technical foul free throw. And here's Maxey. Maxey will hand it off to Embiid. Embiid trying to conduct the traffic, so hand it off to Harris. So lots of dribble handoffs here. Embiid sets the screen for Toby. Toby goes into the lane, goes up with the left hand, and it's good. He got it to go. Not an easy finish. He made it look easy, but it certainly was not. Haliburton with a pass all the way inside to Jackson. Jackson goes up with a 2. And Embiid, it was a very, very late whistle. He gets called for the shooting foul. That was a very late whistle. Embiid was just about ready to take it all the way down. So the shooting foul is called on him. 72-61. Let's see. It got tangled up, but that was really just two big men going at it. Sometimes you just got to let the guys play. That was a very physical possession there. But Jackson gets the better end of it. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 foul shots. The first one he misses. So he can't put up the first one and convert on that. So Isaiah Jackson will go to the line for one more. And if he misses here, well, Sixers fans get a 3 free Chick-fil-A McNuggets. The second foul shot's up, and it's no good. And the Sixers fans are so happy. There you go. 72-61. Sixers down by 11. Embiid to Maxey. Maxey in the lane. Goes up with a 2. It's blocked by Mathurin. However, the Sixers will still retain possession here with 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. Michael Boyd, how you doing, Michael Boyd? How you doing? Thanks for coming on here. Embiid gets the inbound here. Off the little dribble handoff by Maxey. He steps back over 2 defenders. He gets it up, and he gets it in. A mid-range jumper by Joel Embiid from the far corner with 2 defenders on him. Haliburton working around the screen. Lets it fly from downtown. It's airballed and saved by Turner, but intercepted by Harris as he was going out of bounds. Harris trying to kick his way into the lane, and he goes down with a 2. The Sixers coming out with a statement. And they're down by 7. We have a timeout called by Rick Carlisle as he wants to make some adjustments and gather his teammates in formation. So we have a timeout called. Yes, JJ's a strong... Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I really do appreciate that. Mike, if you want to hit that subscribe button, man, we do it for Sixers basketball. We do Phillies baseball as well, and we also do Eagles football. So we're going to be doing some Flyers watch parties to start off, to start off this week. We're actually going to do it at the end of the weekend, but it'll be our first time doing that. So if you want to hit that subscribe button, by all means, man, please feel free to do so. Hit that thumbs up button too. But I appreciate you for coming on here, for finding this channel, and for the high praise, because that means a lot to me. Oh, man. So, yeah, the Sixers responded, okay. It was a little bit late, but they started to spam that pick and roll that they usually do to start off the second half with Maxey and Embiid with a little drop-off pass as soon as Embiid sets up a screen for Maxey, and then Embiid rolls to the paint. That's what he does. He just takes over the third quarter. It's just unbelievable to me. So the Sixers are starting to get back into a groove. The fact that they're not even playing their best brand of basketball and they're only down by 7, that is, that in years past, okay, this team would never be in this spot. They would never be in this spot. So, it's just a testament to how great that they've been this year. It really has been. But I want to hear from you all, okay? What are you not happy about? What are you happy about? What are your thoughts on this game? What can the Sixers be doing better at? And what are they actually doing a good job at, in your opinion? Or what are your pluses so far in this game? Thanks, Nick. Who's Nick? Who's Nick? Nick Castellanos? Nick Sealer? Nicholas Batum? Nick Nurse? Oh, thanks, Nick. Okay, I got you. I thought you were like, I don't know why. Nick Castellanos was the first one that came into my head. But yeah. Nick Sirianni? Man, we got a lot of Knicks in Philly, bro. We really do. I'm sure that I'm missing another one. But yeah, it's a lot of Knicks. 72-65. I was laughing. 8:48 to go in the third quarter. Here's Haliburton, who kicks it out all the way to Mathurin. Mathurin's three-pointer. It's off the mark. Miles Turner grabs the rebound. It's blocked by Covington, and then blocked again by Melton, but he gets called for a shooting foul. So Covington's block was clean as soon as Turner got the offensive rebound, and Melton just made a little bit of contact with him. Isaiah Jackson's the one that's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 72-65. It is a very nice basketball court that the Sixers are playing on in this play-in tournament game. First foul shot's up and in by Jackson. So these play-in tournament games happen on Tuesdays and Fridays. Okay, they go all the way until the beginning of December. Then because every team is in a different group, the Pacers and the Sixers, they're in the same group, so they play everybody in their group first. And then whoever wins this group has to play a little tournament. Embiid gets the handoff after the second foul shot was good. Maxey goes up with a low runner. It's inside, no good. Embiid comes up with the rebound. It's stolen away, though, by Turner. He couldn't fully come up with it. Bruce Brown leading the charge on the other end. Embiid has to get back on defense. He'll be guarding Haliburton, and now we'll switch things up. Brown's three-pointer from the top of the key. It's off the mark, and Embiid comes up with a big rebound there. Embiid to Maxey. Maxey goes into the lane, goes up with a 2, and he's fouled. He hit the deck really hard. 8:10 to go in the third quarter. Tyrese Maxey has to retie his shoe. He's wearing bright pink shoes tonight. The foul is called on Bruce Brown. And Maxey's smiling and gets helped up by his teammates Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. So it's 74-65. Again, Maxey doing a good job at just initiating the contact, and Brown thought he had all ball, but he made contact with that left elbow of Maxey, and Maxey didn't lean in, but we'll go to the line for 2. Good. They're an hour apart. Great. First foul shot's good, and it's 74-66. So Maxey actually, when you take a look at his shoes, so his left one is bright pink, and his right one is more of like a purplish type of a color. It's not dark though. 74-66. Second foul shot by Maxey's up and in, and it's now 74-67. So Maxey is 13th in the NBA in scoring, and 8th in assists per game. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's Nembhard, who goes up with a layup. It's no good. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. A long rebound it was, and Harris will find Embiid on the inside. It's stolen away, though, by Nembhard. Man, that was trouble as soon as he threw it. Toppin trying to finish over Maxey. He got it. 76-67. Bruce Brown is going back to the locker room. That's a big loss for the Pacers. He's walking back in the tunnel. He was hobbling on that left foot. Embiid kicks it out to Maxey. Maxey fakes it. Hands it off to Embiid inside. Goes up with a little Euro step and an underhanded finish at the lane. Got it. 76-69. 76ers down by 7. 10-4 run by the Sixers. Toppin gets it inside. Kicks it all the way out to Mathurin. And a reach-in foul is called against the Sixers. So Bruce Brown was hobbling as soon as he fouled Tyrese Maxey. And he had to go back to the locker room for the Indiana Pacers, and he's been arguably their best defensive player on the team. So if he doesn't come back, that's a very big loss for the Pacers. Mathurin working around the screen, goes into the lane over Joel Embiid, and it goes in and out. It's rebounded, though, again by Jackson. And Jackson and Covington trying to fight for the ball, and they're going to say that it'll be Pacers' ball. So the rebounding tonight, it's been a different story. The Sixers were able to get 21 offensive rebounds in the last game that they played, and which was on Sunday against the Pacers. But tonight, it's been a different story. Both teams actually have 25 rebounds, but it just seems like that the Pacers have been more dominant on the boards. So 76-69 is the score. Jackson will head to the line for 2 more foul shots. The Pacers are already in the bonus, and there's 7:05 left in the third quarter. First foul shot goes in and out by Isaiah Jackson. So Jackson not able to make the first foul shot there. Jackson is 21 years old from Pontiac, Michigan. 76-69. And now, if the Pacers miss 2 free throws here, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is for the milkshakes. You got the 3 free Chick-fil-A McNuggets, and this is for the shakes here. And he makes it. So if a Pacers player goes 0 for 2 from the line in the second half or in overtime, Sixers fans get free milkshakes. Maxey goes inside, kicks it out to Beverly for a wide-open 3. Tries to grab his own offensive rebound. It was last touched by Nembhard, though. It was a long rebound, and the Pacers couldn't get there in a good amount of time, and Beverly did a good job of just making sure that it touched off of Nembhard's left knee as soon as he airballed that three-pointer. Here's a catch-and-shoot triple from DeAnthony Melton. Off the inbound, it's good! A flamethrower by DeAnthony Melton, and the Sixers are within striking distance again. 77-71, a 12-5 run for Philadelphia. McConnell in the lane, goes up with a little layup, it's up, and the basketball gods say no, but McConnell grabs his own offensive rebound. He'll hand it off to Hield back to McConnell, will swing it out all the way to Nembhard. Nembhard's at the top of the key, being guarded by Melton. What's he going to do? A little jab step, a little two-point shot, and he got it, just from the foul line. 79-71, Pacers lead by 8 points now. The Pacers have had 8 offensive rebounds today. The Sixers only 3. Maxey with a little give and go to Embiid. Embiid kicks it back out, though, to Maxey. And now back to Embiid. Embiid being guarded by Turner. The double team's coming. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll kick it out to Beverly. Good pass. Beverly with a little drop-off inside to Harrison. Nobody closed him out. Oh, man, he was in the dunker spot. He was left wide open, and the Pacers couldn't close him out, and the Sixers make him pay. 18 points for Harris. He's 9 for 14 from the field. McConnell stopping on a dime, putting up a 2, and he answers back with a shot himself. 81-73, back and forth with the Pacers and the Sixers. Embiid at the top of the perimeter. A lob pass inside to Tobias Harris on the foul line extended. Harris spinning, fading, going to the rim, and he can't make the layup. It's rebounded again by Indiana. McConnell controlling the tempo for the second unit, and Obi Toppin gets the no-look pass by McConnell, and again, nobody can stop him at the rim. Sixers now trail by 10, a 4-0 run by Indiana. And Maxey has it at center circle, but a timeout is called by Nick Nurse. So we have another timeout called here. It's 83-73, Sixers trail by 10. And we'll be right back after this timeout. Oh, less than 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Man, it's been a long game, bro. He does that. yeah, disappears. Sometimes, man, it's been a quiet Tobias Harris game. It really has. You know, this hasn't really been necessarily pleasing to the eye. I think that, like, we've all expected, but there's plenty of time for the Sixers to turn this around. Like, the Pacers have been showing off their holes, and it wouldn't strike me if the Sixers actually find a way to win this game. Because that would be really impressive, because this was, so far, I mean, just through these 2.5 quarters, so far, the Sixers have not been playing their best brand of basketball. Excuse me. If you guys are new to the channel, I do encourage you all to spike the subscribe button and turn on those notification bell icons. And also hit that like button, too. We need a couple more to get to 30 likes. Let's get to 30, man. Let's hear from you guys down below. All right? I want to know what your thoughts are on this game. Okay? What do the Sixers need to be doing a better job at, in your opinion? And how do you think that they should be executing? How should they be executing? Comment your thoughts on that down below. What needs to be different? Are they not rebounding as much? Do they have to get more offensive rebounds? Do they need to make more of their shots? Is it a combination of both those things? I know I'm asking a lot of questions here, but that's because I'm constantly talking. I'm not really much of a talker, guys. A lot of people in real life probably would find that hard to believe. I'm more of a listener. Good teams find a way to win on off nights. That is 1,000% correct. Good teams do find ways to win. And look, the Pacers honestly haven't really been their sharpest from 3 in the second half so far. Sixers are starting to get into a little groove, but now it's just like the 50-50 balls are all going the Pacers' way. Like McConnell had the ball go in and out as soon as he put up a shot, but then he grabbed his own offensive rebound. And like that changes things during the game. Can't have that happen. Feed Maxey, says Michael Boyd. Feed Maxey, but also like have Maxey take the shots. He's not being a shot creator in this game. He's been very quiet shooting-wise. Had those couple of threes that I could remember in the first quarter, but it hasn't been like a loud performance by Maxey. So the Sixers will get the inbound here. It'll be Melton who inbounds it from the far sideline. He'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey. Maxey goes into the lane, goes up with a low runner. It's up, no good. And Melton tips it up and in. Good follow-through by DeAnthony Melton. 83-75, that'll work. Beverly being on TJ McConnell here. So the Sixers have a very small lineup. And here comes Buddy Hield. The ball gets deflected. It goes out of bounds. Andrew Nembhard could not hold on to the basketball, and the Sixers will take it. That's how you do it. Sixers now down by 8. Can they make them pay? DeAnthony Melton hustling down the field. He'll hand it off, though, to Embiid. Embiid will just give it up to Maxey, and Maxey gets taken down to the hardwood again. And he's been, I got to tell you, that as a foul was called there on Andrew Nembhard, Tyrese Maxey has been, hitting the deck a little bit tonight. 4.5 minutes to go in the remainder of this third quarter. And if you just subscribe to my channel, comment who you are down below. And I want to welcome you on in to the Play-by-Play with JJ family. So Daniel House Jr. will sub in for the Sixers. He'll hand it off to Embiid. Embiid now being guarded by Isaiah Jackson. He's back in the game. He's at the foul line extended. He finds Marcus Morris for a wide-open three. It's off the mark and wide left. That was from the near wing, rebounded by Jackson. McConnell off to the races, goes up with a 2 against Beverly, and he got his way. And the Pacers are back up by double digits. 85-75, 4:05 to go in the third quarter. Embiid marching down the lane, goes up with a 2. It's up and in. Good job by Joel Embiid to answer back with a layup of his own. McConnell getting past Beverly, but Beverly finds his way to get on him again. McConnell kicks it out to Nembhard. Nembhard to Jackson. Jackson back to Nembhard again at the top of the key. Now he's being guarded by House Jr., and he goes on the far wing, pulls up from three-point range, and Beverly comes up with a rebound, and he fights for it and gets it past TJ McConnell. Beverly to Embiid. Embiid at the foul line, kicks it out to Melton. Melton jab step, three-pointer, it's up, and it's in! DeAnthony Melton! It's been his type of a show in this third quarter. Give him a lot of credit for keeping the Sixers within striking distance. McConnell drops a little dime inside to Jackson. Jackson dribbles around the timeline, pulls up from 3, and he's human. And Melton comes up with a big rebound. A 7-2 run by the Sixers. Melton to Embiid for 2. Yes! Sixers have cut it close, and they're down by 3. And Carlisle calls another timeout for Indiana. An 11-2 run for the Philadelphia 76ers. And they've cut it to a pretty close deficit now. But can they get over the hump? Let's go. Someone needs to provide a spark. There we go. William McKay's here. Sometimes that's just what the doctor ordered, guys. You guys just got to come on in at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Like when we have the William McKays or the Larrys or the Ryan Rowe. Shout out to Ryan Rowe, man. I want to get to your comment in just a second. Like when we have those people that just come on in and they're like, I'm here right now, and it's a good time, it's those people that deserve a lot of praise, guys. It really is. Because you guys also make the difference, too. You're the unsung heroes. And I love you all. Ryan Rose says, Maxey needs more scoring to get a good rhythm when he is being aggressive on the floor from the double team by Haliburton. Ryan, you and I tend to agree on a lot of stuff. We really do. I am with you with Maxey needing to be more aggressive and needing to find his rhythm. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. 85-82. We're just out of the timeout. 2:55 to go in the third quarter. A 7-0 run by Philadelphia. TJ McConnell gets the basketball. He's on the near wing. Will try to go up against Marcus Morris Sr. Gets him to buy on a little pump fake, and he converts on that. TJ McConnell has really been just a dog for the Indiana Pacers. Embiid gets the little dribble handoff by Melton. Embiid now rolls to the lane, goes up with a 2. It's up and in. He dribbled into traffic, and he still got it to go. 87-84. Sixers down again by 3. McConnell trying to answer back with a 2. He goes up with a 2, and he's fouled. Oh, man. A foul on DeAnthony Melton. So every time Embiid goes up with a shot, McConnell, his former teammate, has put up an answer. 89-84. Let's see. He did swipe him on that right hand. That was a really nice shot by McConnell. So TJ McConnell for 90 points for the Pacers. He got it. Sixers trail by 2 possessions. They're down 90-84. 11 points by McConnell and 9 in this quarter alone. Melton works around the screen set by Embiid, and Embiid gets fouled. It was a loose ball foul there. McConnell and Melton are there to help him up. Always love it when you see that type of sportsmanship, especially from TJ McConnell, because that's just who he is. That's just the nature of the type of person that he is. He's a competitor, and he's, one of those people that's just very gritty and fights for the loose balls and those types of things, but to help out his former teammate in that situation, just help up the big fella. That's pretty nice. Melton gets the inbound from Patrick Beverley from the far wing, or the far sideline, that is, and Melton tries to dribble into traffic, and he's fouled again. So DeAnthony Melton, he's been one of the names that the Sixers have wanted to try to get going, in the starting rotation, and he was sort of like the people have said that he's the Achilles heel, where he just doesn't really get a lot of scoring. And tonight, that's been a different story, and he's been the main reason why the Sixers have been within striking distance in this game. So it's 90-86. The first foul shot is good. The second one is good too. It's now 90-86. Haliburton gets a little pass, and he drops it off to Obi Toppin, and he got it to go. 92-86. So Melton made both foul shots. Melton trying to go into the lane again, and he's fouled again. Man, D'Anthony Melton's been really aggressive. And now the Sixers are in the bonus themselves. The Pacers only have 2 timeouts left. The Sixers actually have 4. So that's interesting. And we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. Let's go Sixers. This is an in-season tournament game. And Melton's first foul shot is up and in this time around. D'Anthony Melton has really been answering the bell in this third quarter. Is about 8 points, if I can remember correctly, at least. 92-87. That's just in this quarter alone. Melton's second foul shot is good. It's now 92-88. Sixers are winning this quarter by 5 points so far. They lead at 34-29 in just this third quarter. McConnell trying to kick it out all the way to Tyrese Haliburton. So they got 2 playmakers now on the floor. Marcus Morris Sr. now guarding Haliburton, who steps back, pulls up from the parking lot, and can't even hit the rim. Embiid comes away with the rebound. The ball was deflected by Jackson, but Beverly has it. Beverly to Melton. Melton inside to Morris Sr., who's being guarded by Tyrese Haliburton, and he makes a turnaround jumper. And the Sixers are down by 2. From the near corner, 92-90. McConnell dribbles around the timeline, being guarded by Sr., Morris Sr., that is, and Bruce Brown does come back into the game. He went to the locker room a little bit ago. 3-point shots up, no good. That was Buddy Hield that went up with a 3, and he couldn't get it. Sixers could tie it with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. Melton into the lane, goes up with a 2. He's fouled again. D'Anthony Melton has been a menace here in this third quarter and has had the best game of his season so far. 51.5 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Sixers could tie the game at the line. First foul shot is up, and that goes in. So D'Anthony Melton has put the Sixers down by 1. They were down by a lot especially in that second quarter. 92-91. This is for the tie. It's up and in. We're locked in at 92 with 51 and a half seconds left in the third quarter. Brown gets the inbound. Melton has 13 points in this quarter alone. And 23. Nebhard gives it off to Brown. Brown kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson back to Brown. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Brown's runner's up, and it's in. It was contested, too, by Marcus Morris Sr. Good defense, but even better offense. And Brown still squinting. And here comes Embiid on the other end. Embiid has to pass it to somebody. He'll bounce pass it to Beverly. The ball gets stolen away, though, by Haliburton. Oh, man, 4 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Haliburton at the foul line kicks it out to Obi Toppin. Toppin left wide open for a three. It's up. No good. Rebounded by Joel Embiid. Embiid almost lost it. And now the Pacers, there'll be a foul called on Buddy Hield, and he cannot believe it. So D'Anthony Melton had the ball as soon as they were getting the rebound. And well, oh well, Melton got fouled again, and we have to walk the floor because both teams are in the bonus. And the Sixers can tie it again. D'Anthony Melton trying to do that for the Philadelphia 76ers. 13.4 seconds left to go in the third quarter with the shot clock unplugged. And Melton, coming into today, was a 64% foul shooter, but that's just this season so far. He was 9 for 14 coming into today at the line. We walk the floor, and he'll go to the line for 2 more foul shots. 94-92. Melton takes 2 dribbles. The first foul shot's up, and it's in. And now Melton will try to tie the game once again. We're on the seesaw. Back and forth between the Pacers and the Sixers in the second in-season tournament game for Philadelphia. They're also in the midst of a back-to-back. This is the first game of the back-to-back. The second foul shot for the tie. It's good. We're locked in at 94. Shot clock unplugged. 13 seconds to go. Brown gets it. Past half court. He'll pass it to Haliburton. Haliburton being double-teamed. He'll kick it out all the way to Nwora. Nwora back inside to Haliburton. The ball gets stripped and stolen away. And a foul is called on the Sixers. Oh, my goodness. With 0.8 seconds left in the third quarter, we got another foul on the Sixers. It'll be on D'Anthony Melton, and Haliburton will try to give the Pacers the lead again at the foul line. That was a very late whistle. A very, very late whistle. 94-94. The first foul shot by Tyrese Haliburton is up and in, and the Pacers retake the lead 95-94. That was a ticky-tack call. Just got to say that. Second foul shot by Haliburton is no good. Sixers grab the rebound, and that's going to do it here in the third quarter. So the Sixers have not taken the lead in this game, and they could do so in the fourth quarter as we head to quarter number 4. Sixers now down by 1. They put up 40 points in that third quarter. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Albert, what's going on, man? No oven line in the room, house, microwave, and an apartment-sized fridge, no freezer. Oh, man. TJ's cooking Pat Bev. He is. I know. That matchup hopefully will change around. Man, I hope you're doing all right, Albert. I hope you're doing okay, man. Let's see. All right, let's pull this back down. Go into quarter number 4. Good. If you guys are new to the channel, spike the like and hit that subscribe button if you guys want us to get more likes and viewers on here. Algo people, do your thing. That's all you got to do. 3 more subscribers, guys, till we get to 1,470. I hope that we can get there. And I want us to get to 40 likes. We got 31. We got 40 people on here watching. So make sure that those 9 people just hit that like button. That's all you got to do. I don't like to yell. I really don't. I like to do it for fun sometimes. So, Albert, what happened? Like, you lost your phone? I'm sorry. Like, I just joined in on this conversation. When you're in the middle of calling a game, you miss out on stuff that goes on in the chat sometimes. We're also talking about Hot Pockets in this chat. Hot Pockets. I've never been a fan of Hot Pockets. I You guys like Hot Pockets, though. Hit that like button. Because guess what? It's probably not a good thing that I don't like Hot Pockets. So, you guys are right for liking Hot Pockets, and I'm wrong. So, if you're right, hit that thumbs up button. First, I thought you said Hot Pot. First, I thought you said Hot Spot. But then I realized you said Hot Pocket. Cheers, l'chaim. It was a good sip of water. All right, Sixers trail by 1 point to the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers had a 13-point lead. That was their largest lead of the game. And the Sixers have finally cut it down to 1. They actually tied it a couple of times thanks to DeAnthony Melton, who put up at least 13 points in that third quarter, which is really impressive and much needed by Melton. All right, so the Sixers, because they won the tip-off, they get to have the basketball to start off the fourth quarter here. So Patrick Beverley, Marcus Morris Sr., Paul Reed, Tobias Harris, and Tyrese Maxey all out there. Morris Sr. trying to bat down his defender. A turnaround jumper, it's up, it's airballed. That was for the lead, and the Sixers couldn't get it. They're just about ready to try to get over the hump. Hield will hand it off to Turner. Turner back to Haliburton. Haliburton working around the screen, goes inside to Turner, and Turner goes down with a flush. Left wide open on the little pick and roll action. Sixers could tie it with a 3 or cut the deficit back down to 1 with a 2. Harris picking and rolling to the paint, goes up with a 2. It's up and in. Nobody was on him. And he just flayed it up and in with the left hand. He got it to go. 97-96. Tobias Harris with 20 points. It's been a quiet 20 for him. He's 10 for 16 from the field. A bounce pass by Buddy Hield. It gets tipped, though. And luckily for his sake, it was tipped by a Sixer. I believe that Paul Reed got a little piece of it. And the Pacers retained possession. Sixers were trying to get a turnover and tried to take the lead for the first time in this game, but couldn't do so that time around. Haliburton coming off of a screen, gets the ball loose, picks up his dribble, though. A pass all the way inside, and the layup is up and in. Man, oh man, he could literally be playing blindfolded and just pass it to a wide-open teammate, and he'd still know where they are. Tobias Harris will find Maxey, so it's now 99-96. A nice little layup there, if you will, by Miles Turner. Harris trying to go to work against Bruce Brown here. He posterizes him. He tries to go up on him, and Bruce Brown literally, landed on his head and was just in flight mode, and Tobias Harris grabbing the back of his head, and he is on the hardwood. He is in a lot of pain. That has got to hurt. Bruce Brown literally was taken off the ground by Tobias Harris, and Harris trying to just shake it off. Man, oh man. That is not fun at all. Oof. It's like when you're a running back and you're trying to just fizzle your way over an offensive lineman. Like, that's what pretty much happened with Bruce Brown there. He tried to hurdle him, if you will. Harris still in a lot of pain, and that has really got to hurt. He just literally flipped over Bruce Brown while he was in the air. It was obviously unintentional. Brown, certainly a big foul there. Tobias Harris getting checked out by the trainers, and I can't tell if he's grabbing onto a knee or not. They are keeping this here, NBC Sports that is, and Nick Nurse is over there too to just check in on him. He is sitting up. And he's talking to the trainers, so that's a good sign at least. But he's holding on to his knees. He's going to be helped up by Melton and Embiid. I don't know if he's going to stay in or not, but Embiid has the towel on him. And Harris is walking. Man, oh man. He is just a pro's pro. Really. Throw the flag. That was really crazy. Tobias tried to toss him, I thought. It wasn't just that. Harris tried to go up with a little pump fake, and literally Brown just leaped up on his left or on his right elbow as soon as he was trying to go up with a shot. He was in midair, and then just fell to the ground, and both of them actually fell to the ground, but Harris fell really hard. So Harris has Nick Nurse coming out over towards the sideline, or Harris will walk back towards Nick Nurse. They're talking things over with the coaching and with the training staff, and Maxey's a part of this conversation too. There's 10:40 left to go in the fourth quarter, by the way. The Sixers are down by 3. It's a 99-96 game, and Harris is going to head on over to the locker room to get checked out. He is walking, but as everybody gives him a little standing ovation, he's walking back to the locker room. Hopefully he's okay, because that did not look good whatsoever. All right. So let's see who comes in for Tobias Harris. We got 40 people on here watching. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a phenomenal night so far. So, all right, it was a shooting foul that was called on Bruce Brown. I didn't see that. And now the Sixers, because Harris got fouled, I believe that they're going to send Marcus Morris to the line to shoot the foul shots. Concussion test? I guess that's my guess. Yep. So KJ Martin is going to come in for Tobias Harris, and he'll go to the line. So formerly known as Kenyon Martin Jr., son of Kenyon Martin, former NBA player. So KJ Martin was also acquired in the James Harden trade. The first foul shot, it hits the back of the rim, and you can't get that one to fall. Martin, known for his athleticism, and he's one of the young guys that the Clippers took a chance on. Second foul shot by KJ Martin is up, and he can't make that one either. The ball gets deflected, and it's rebounded by Maxey. Maxey pulls up for 3 for the lead. No! That was actually for the tie. And Haliburton loses the ball out of bounds as it was rebounded by Nesmith, and Haliburton just had the ball hit the white line, and the Sixers, that's how they get the ball back. So 2 missed free throws by KJ Martin. The tip out all the way to Maxey for a 3 at the top of the key. And as soon as the Pacers got the offensive rebound, Paul Reed was the one that got his hand in there and deflected it off of Haliburton. So Maxey has the ball here. He's spinning. He's trying to roll to the basket, and KJ Martin was not able to catch that as Maxey threw it away. Another turnover by Tyrese Maxey. 13 turnovers by the Sixers. Haliburton trying to convert on the other end. He'll hand it off to Hield. Hield back to Haliburton. Haliburton inside to Miles Turner, being guarded by Paul Reed. They switch things up here. The 2-point shot up by Hield is up, no good. And they're going to call a loose ball foul on the Pacers. Marcus Morris Sr. was the one that got fouled. So Daniel House Jr. now comes back in for KJ Martin after missing both of his foul shots. 10:05 left in the fourth quarter. And Maxey will inbound it to Patrick Beverly. So Maxey pulls up for a 3. It's up, and that's no good. So Maxey not able to get his shot to fall. 9:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Haliburton from long range. It's up, and a foul is called. It was off the ball, and they're going to call a personal foul on Patrick Beverly. So Tobias Harris does come back in. That's a very good sign. He comes back in for Daniel House Jr. It's a shame that he couldn't take the foul shots because KJ Martin missed both of those free throws. Haliburton will try to inbound it over Patrick Beverly. Beverly being a very big defensive menace on defense. Turner gets it. He'll give it out. Almost stolen away by Paul Reed and almost stolen away again by Beverly. The ball gets thrown and a backcourt violation is called on the Pacers. Buddy Hield stepped with his left foot. It was towards the half-court logo, and as soon as he got it, that's where you got to give the Sixers credit on defense because they caused that to happen, and his left foot was in the backcourt. Here's Maxey who gets it. He's on the far wing at the three-point line, conducting the traffic here, being guarded by Brown. Bounce pass all the way to Harris. Harris being guarded by Buddy Hield. Posterizes him, goes up with it, and banks it in. Tobias Harris coming back in and creating a positive impact. Brown going into the lane against Maxey, and he has his way. A finger roll finish, 101-98, with 9:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Maxey with some space, lets it fly for three, and we have a tie game! We're locked in at 101. Sixers have finally tied the game once again for the first time, though, in the fourth quarter. That was a clutch shot by Maxey. Here's Brown on the near wing, rolling to the basket, now being guarded by Harris. He goes up with a low jumper, no good. Turner grabs the rebound, and he's fouled. He gets Paul Reed to buy on a little pump fake, and Turner's going to go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. So Tyrese Maxey just getting some space from Bruce Brown, and as soon as he put it up, he knew it was gold. And nothing but net as he stared at the rim of fire and did a little shimmy after he made that three. So Turner goes back to the line for Indiana. The first foul shot's up, and he misses it. So the Pacers really have been struggling from the line, seems like, in the second half. Pacers are actually shooting 52.5% from the line. So this is for the lead once again. Miles Turner only 4 points today. It's been a very quiet game for him. And the second foul shot is good. And the Pacers and the Sixers riding the seesaw once again. 102-101, Sixers down by 1. 8.5 minutes to go. Maxey has it, being guarded by Haliburton. He works around him. He goes up with a 2. It's up, no good. And a late foul is called on the Pacers. And Maxey was the one that was fouled there. Daniel House Jr. does come back in for Marcus Morris Sr. Forgot to mention that. And Maxey's going to go to the line. And the foul was called on Bruce Brown. Couldn't believe it. So with 8:31 to go in the fourth quarter, Maxey not only could tie the game for the Sixers, but could also give them their first lead of the game. 102-101, first foul shot is up, and that one is good. Sixers locked in at 102 apiece. Sixers were able to beat the Pacers on Sunday by a score of 137-126. And Maxey was at the line at 50 points. This is to give the Sixers their first lead of the ball game. 102-102, second foul shot by Maxey. It's good! 8:31 to go. 103-102. And here we go. Buddy Hield has it on the far wing. And there's some contact, but the whistles remain silent. The two-pointer up by Obi Toppin is up, and Paul Reed tried to deflect it, but he gets called for the goaltending. He met him right at the rim, and because Toppin just had the ball over the rim, it also hit the backboard first. You can't do that. 22 points by Obi Toppin, and the Pacers get the lead back. Three-pointer by Maxey. It's up, no good. Battered around by Beverly, but stolen away by the Pacers and Tyrese Haliburton. Haliburton gets it from Toppin. He'll swing it around the timeline. He gets the ball back, though. He's at the Wells Fargo center side. Tries to go into the lane. Kicks it back out to Turner for a wide-open triple. Off the mark. He was left wide open, and the Sixers will take that for sure. Maxey got the rebound. He goes into the lane. Nobody's on him, and he slams it down. He was in flight mode. Hold me back, family. 105-104. That was absolutely ridiculous. Here's Turner on the other end. The two-pointer's up. He's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 free throws once again. Tyrese Maxey. I didn't know he had that in him. Nobody was in his way, and he just took down a left-handed sledgehammer, and he said, "This is why I am the franchise." 105-104, that was a statement. The first foul shot, it rims around the rosy and still goes in. And we're back to a tie game, but a timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Sixers do have 2 timeouts left, or 3 timeouts left now, and it's 105-105. What is good? Fishing. How you doing? Fishing. Thanks for coming on here, dude. You're on point with the commentating. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. If you guys love my Sixers commentary, please feel free to like and subscribe, baby. Come on, we got a whole lot of basketball to go. Oh, man. I love each and every one of you, man. Thank you all so much for coming on here. Do I miss Jordan, a.k.a. Harden, James Harden? Personally, I don't miss him. But other people can respond to that. But, yeah, man, I really appreciate it. He wanted to run that back. Russell Westbrook hates him, so that's what that's telling you, Mike Green says. I love each and every one of you, man. If you guys love my Sixers play-by-play, we do Sixers basketball, we do Phillies baseball, we do Eagles football on here too, and we're going to be doing our first Flyers watch party. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I started this channel 10 months ago. My first game that I actually did was Sixers Warriors back on December 20th. It's almost been actually 11 months, which is really crazy. But we've been able to pull up this big following, and that's been really nice. And we're just trying to grow the family. So if you love the Sixers as much as I do, okay, if you love this commentating, if you love this type of broadcasting, this is why you got to subscribe, man. This is exactly why you got to subscribe. And come playoff time, man, we're going to have more fun. We were playing, different types of Phillies stuff during their playoff run when we did the 140. How many games did we do? We did 127 of the 162, and then in the playoffs, like when the games really, really mattered, we were going all out, playing different types of sound effects. That's what's going to happen for the Sixers, too. I'm excited about that. Paul George is going to want out soon. And if you just subscribe to my channel, please comment who you are down below, because I'd love to give you a shout-out and a proper introduction to this channel. All right? We need one more subscriber to get to 1470. Joseph at Polito, what's up, man? I stay fly, Dave. They need to put Embiid back in. I'm totally with you, man. I think now's the time where you got to put him in. We are locked in at 105 apiece in case you're just joining us. And we just reached 1,470 subs. Let's go. Oh, boy. That's awesome. I love each and every one of you, man. We got 56 lovely people on here watching. We need 11 more likes to get to 50. Come on, what are you guys waiting for? 105 is the score with 7:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. So the Sixers did call a full timeout, and Miles Turner's going to go to the line for one more. They just came back. So Maxey has 19 points in this game. He's just 6 for 17 from the field and 2 for 4 from downtown. I like your comments. Good job. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate it. So the Sixers were trying to challenge something. Apparently, like when they call the timeouts here, they don't tell you until they come back that there's a challenge, and I always never liked that. There's Scott Foster. He's not on the headsets, though. The ref and the umpire are there on the headsets. Christopher, exactly, man. Exactly. Snowman's here, what's up? Phillies playoffs went really well, or were really fun until they weren't. This is Chris, I'm with you. All right, so they still have the headsets on. I don't know what the challenge is necessarily on. I can't necessarily tell why they'd be reviewing something, because Turner's at the line. He's going to shoot one more free throw anyways, so maybe something happened in a timeout that we didn't see. But regardless, in case you are just tuning in, the Sixers taking on the Indiana Pacers. Sixers are 8-1. They're on an 8-game winning streak. The Pacers were trying to end that, but the Sixers have been clawing their way back into this game. They took their first lead not too long ago. And they got to keep the foot on the gas pedal. It'll be interesting to see when Embiid comes back in. And again, the refs are still talking things over. One still has the headset on for whatever the Sixers are reviewing here or challenging, and hopefully this doesn't cost them a timeout. So Reed House Jr., Beverly, Harris, and Maxey are still out there on the court. They just showed a shot of them all at the logo, and now the headsets come off. One of the refs is talking things over with Scott Foster, and I can't tell what it is again. But the Sixers have put up 11 points in this fourth quarter. We should be 8-0. Dame was 17 for 17 from the line. Dude, he was getting all the calls, bro. He really was. Doing much better, just wanting that replacement phone. Dude, man, I really hope I hope you get it, man, because that's tough. Gabriel, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on here. Keep the comments coming, guys. Let's keep engaging in this. So Haliburton was getting a little explanation from one of the refs here, and probably I should have the closed caption on. I don't. I just see that the Sixers called a timeout. Nick Nurse wants to get an explanation of something, and Rick Carlisle is there too. This is a long stoppage in play. Is the second game of the back-to-back also home? Yes. They play against the Celtics tomorrow night at 7:30. And that will be on ESPN. All right, so I think we're going to resume play pretty soon. Rick Carlisle not happy about something now, and the ref is giving him a little giving him a little bit of insight, I guess, of what just happened. Hopefully we get a word on what just happened really soon. Again, if I was at the game, I would totally be able to hear like what's going on, but that's what makes this really frustrating because we don't have that access, guys. Oh, boy. Both teams have 3 timeouts left as of now. Actually, I lied. The Pacers have 2. The Sixers have 3. 69 people in the chat. Spike that like button. Let's go, baby. Did you like Doc Rivers? He's a good coach. So a lot of people don't know that they're just new to the channel. I actually called games for the Delaware Bluecoats for the radio station that I was at. I actually went to Rowan University. I graduated last year. And so I actually got to see Doc a couple of times because I called Bluecoats games for our radio station. And, you know, I thought I personally thought that he was a good person. But I thought that the team just wasn't doing the things that they should have been doing, practicing wise. So Maxey's gonna go to the line to shoot a free throw. I believe a technical foul is called on Rick Carlisle, and Maxey makes the foul shot. So it's 106-105. Again, Miles Turner is gonna have to go back to the line to make a second free throw. And Maxey's second foul shot is good, too. So we're going to walk the floor. And now Turner's going to go to the line to shoot another free throw. This is absolutely bizarre. 107-105. And we still haven't gotten an explanation from ESPN as to what just happened. 21 points for Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, a good person, but, like, he just wasn't right for the job. So Turner's second foul shot is up, and he converts. So the Sixers... Just so that you guys know, they lead it by 1. Maxey made 2 free throws after the timeout was called by Nick Nurse. And it's 107-106. So Reed will hand it off to Maxey. Still haven't gotten an explanation on what happened. Maxey goes into the lane, tries to pass it to Reed, and Maxey walked the floor. And I'm so surprised that they called that. Another ticky-tack call. It was just in the paint. And Paul Reed is now going to sub out of the game as Tyrese Maxey gets called for the travel. That's another turnover for him. And it's been a different type of a game for Tyrese Maxey. Hasn't had one of his best games. 107-106, 7:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. So here's Haliburton working around the screen. Turner tries to go inside and Embiid's back in there. Turner misses it. And Beverly comes away with the rebound. Beverly to Harris on the near wing, trying to posterize his defender, Bruce Brown. Can he do it? A pass outside to Beverly. Beverly to Embiid at the foul line. 1 jab step, 2 jab step. The shot's up. It's good. Good play by Joel Hans Embiid. 109-106, and we're almost halfway done the fourth quarter. Embiid with 33 points and 10 boards tonight. He has a double-double. Toppin all the way back to Hield. Hield at the top of the key, dancing around Tobias Harris. He'll hand it off to Haliburton. Haliburton now being guarded by Harris. He gets past him. A drop-off pass to Turner. The shot goes up, and he's fouled by Joel Embiid. Either Embiid or House Jr. They're going to call it on House Jr. That's what they're going to say. So 109-106, and Turner is going to go back to the foul line. That's where he's really been living throughout this whole entire second half. Embiid, I need 2 more boards. Says I Stay Fly Dave. How you guys doing, man? How you guys doing? First foul shot is good by Miles Turner. Embiid has really dominated the matchup throughout his career against Miles Turner and hasn't lost against the Pacers since 2020, August of 2020, when he's in the lineup. So the second foul shot is good, too, by Turner. He makes both. Embiid trying to go coast to coast on the other end, spinning, fading, trying to go up with a little behind-the-back layup. No, can't get it. And the Pacers could retake the lead with a 2 here. Haliburton with a drop-off pass inside to Turner. Turner fishing his way to the paint and 1. Oh, boy. A little bit of some chirping. 109 to 108. The foul was actually, it wasn't the act of shooting. 110 to 109. Let me refresh the scoreboard. Thanks for letting me know about that. Okay, there we go. Good. All right, let's, good. Great. So 110, 109 with 6:04 to go in quarter number 4. Turner with the and 1. It's up, and it goes in. Hit the front of the rim, then the back of the rim, and then it found its way in. So Miles Turner had 5 points coming into the fourth quarter, and, well, he's been starting to get things going. Beverly with a pass to Embiid. 5:50 left to go. Embiid working his way to the rim, and he tried to throw down a sledgehammer, and he missed it. Oh, man. Probably should have just dunked it himself, but it was a ferocious dunk attempt that time. Haliburton trying to work around the screen, and a foul again is called on the Sixers. Lots of fouls called in this game. It's been a very slow game. Embiid had all day and night to pull down that sledgehammer, and he just couldn't get it. Hit the back of the rim, and he couldn't dunk it. All right, so Haliburton's going to go to the line for 2 foul shots. The first one he makes, so it still was a 1-possession game. Pacers have answered back with a little run themselves that's been led by Miles Turner. They've been very sneaky. 112 to 109. Second foul shot's good. And the Pacers lead it by 2 possessions. Sixers got to answer back here. 5.5 minutes to go. Haliburton 6 for 10 from 3. He hasn't made one, though, in this second half. Maxey goes inside, layups up, and a goaltending is called on Miles Turner. He tried to swat it away, but it was above the rim. And give the points to Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese versus Tyrese. And, man, Turner tried to block it with the right hand, but it was way above the rim, about 3 feet or so above the rim. Haliburton drawing the double team, lob pass inside, almost denied by Maxey, and it's slammed down by Toppin. 115, 111. Pacers answer back again. 9-2 run for Indiana within the last 1 minute and 15 seconds. So Maxey works around a pick and roll inside to Embiid, and Embiid gets called for the offensive foul. Turner's feet were set, and that's another turnover. And the Pacers will go back to the line this time, I believe. So 115 to 111. Daniel House Jr. will sub in for Patrick Beverly. Sixers are on an 8-game winning streak. Pacers are now in the bonus, so no foul shots here, but another foul that's committed will result in that. Haliburton trying to go into the lane, goes up with a little 2 and kisses it off the window. It's good. 117, 111, an 11-2 run by Indiana. Here we go. Maxey again with a little pick and roll as Maxey tries to drop it off inside to House Jr. House Jr. outside to Embiid. Embiid one more to Melton for 3. Melton got it. Bullseye. 117, 114. A flamethrower that was thrown up and in by DeAnthony Melton. He's 4 for 5 from downtown. Haliburton getting some space. The three-pointer's airballed again. It's just been that type of a second half for him. Harris got the rebound, and the Sixers could tie it with a 3 here. Or cut the deficit back to 1. Maxey, pick and roll. He'll hand it off to Harris. Harris trying to find Embiid on the low block. Embiid trying to school Turner. He goes up with it, and it rims out, but he is fouled. He probably would have went to the line for 1 more if he would have gotten that to go down. But regardless, he'll go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. He is in the paint. He's been dominating the post down below. 117 to 114 with 4:03 to go in regulation. Pacers in the bonus. Sixers not in the bonus just yet. First foul shot by Joel is good. He drains it. So Joel Embiid tonight, well, he's put up 33 points, and he has 10 rebounds as well, and we have a timeout called by Indiana. So the Pacers will call a timeout. They only have one more left, and with 4:03 to go, well, both these teams will be back in just a few moments. Ugh. Sixers are in deep doo-doo, says Hardcore for All. I don't think so. There's still plenty of time to go in this game. This is a great game, bro. Bot gamers, how you doing? Harris, please score 6 more. Hopefully you're all doing well, man. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We have 45 likes, 66 people on here watching. I love each and every one of you. If you guys enjoy my 76ers play-by-play commentary, what are you doing? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. What are you guys doing? This is what I do, man. I give you this content for free. We also do Phillies baseball. We do Eagles football on here as well. We try not to miss any games, guys. And we love getting practice of doing play-by-play. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I've been calling games on here for 10 months, and we try to do it professionally. You know what I'm saying? But we also like to interact with you guys on here as we do it. We realize that not all of you have access to listening to these types of games, and we want to give you the best types of play-by-play calls on here. And we also want to just build a family as we're doing this. That's really what it comes down to, man. That's really all it comes down to. So tell your friends about this channel and make sure that we, make sure that we get them to join too, because this is a family on here. We know that Mannion can do. We know what Mannion can do. Not much. I'd rather see Jaren Hall. What are we talking about on here? I'm totally missing this conversation. I'm sorry about that. All right. Man, oh man. Larry, you might get your wish. A game that goes down to the wire. You might get your wish, man. We need 3 more likes to get to 50. And we need 4 more subscribers to get to 1,475. Oh, boy, let's go, baby. How many points does Toby get? 29% of you have said 15 or less. If you haven't voted in the poll, please do so, man. Please do so. 36% of you have said 15 to 20 points he'll get. 21% of you have said 21 to 30. Okay. How many points does he have? He has 22 points. So right now, if you're in the 21 to 30 range, you're correct. I still got double overtime, says Hardcore for All. You think it's going to go into double overtime? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Maybe that'll be good for the channel. But that'll give me some stress, especially because this team is playing a back-to-back tomorrow. So Embiid's going to go to the line for 1 more. The timeout is over. So the Pacers have 1 timeout left, and the Sixers have 3. The second foul shot is good, and the Sixers are back down by 1. All right, 117 to 116. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Embiid has 35 points. He's made all 15 of his foul shots. Coming into tonight, he's just shooting 85%. Haliburton inside to Turner. Turner goes up with a 2 against Embiid. And Miles Turner, man, he's just been coming to life and has woken up from a coma in this quarter. 119-116. Sixers could tie it with a 3 or cut the deficit down to 1 with a 2. Here's Melton. 3-pointers up. No good. And Embiid gets the offensive rebound. Embiid the Maxey for the tie. No good. And rebounded by Obi Top, and the crowd settles back down. That was a big offensive rebound, but the Sixers could not convert. Sixers shooting 30% from 3. Pacers have not shot the ball well from beyond the arc in the second half. Haliburton on the near wing. Kicks it out all the way. It's almost deflected and stolen away. Brown saves it, though, from going out of bounds. Brown to Hield to Turner. Haliburton to Turner again for 3. It's good. Man, that was a clutch shot by Miles Turner. 122 to 116. And here we go. 2:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Inside is Maxey. He gets denied by Miles Turner. Man, oh man, what a game so far between these two teams. And again, we got still less than 3 minutes to go. It's 122 to 116. Embiid spinning, fading, and rolling to the rim. He got it. Sixers down by 4. 2:40 to go in the fourth quarter. And now Haliburton wants to slow things down. The clock is not on their side. The Sixers obviously have to play good defense and get some stops. Top and left wide open for a 3, but Haliburton keeps it. Now Haliburton has to pass it. He'll give it out all the way to Buddy Hield. The ball gets stripped and stolen away. D'Anthony Melton with the strip, Embiid with the steal. Embiid to Melton. And with 2:17 to go, let's see what just happened. We have a stoppage in play. Nick Nurse putting his hands up, and I don't know what happened. Was there a foul called? Buddy Hield lost the ball in a turnover. Embiid got called for the travel. That's what it was. That is a crucial turnover. 122 to 118. 2:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Brown trying to go to the rim, and it was almost blocked by Maxey, but it goes in. Sixers down by 6, 124 to 118. Well, the winning streak is on the line right now. Maxey working around the screen, trying to roll to the basket. The shot's up, no good, and rebounded by Bruce Brown. 1:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Turner trying to go into the paint, goes up with a 2. Good block by Embiid. Beverly gets it. 1:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Beverly to Embiid. Embiid tells Maxey to step up. Maxey comes up to set a pick for him. He'll roll it back out to Maxey. Maxey trying to save it. He'll try to find Harris, and Embiid saves it. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Embiid trying to conduct the traffic. 5 seconds to go. He has to put up a shot. It's up, and it's airballed. 1:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. That was poor execution by the Sixers. And this right here could be the dagger. Haliburton slowing things down. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. He's at half court. He gets a screen by Turner. He steps up for 3. It's up and in. 127 to 118. And Tyrese Haliburton telling the fans that this is why I'm here. 1:03 to go. A timeout's called by Philadelphia. Oh my gosh. Did Embiid get the rebound? I don't know, man. Jose, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on here. All this Vikings talk. All this Vikings talk. Man, oh man. You guys got a big game this weekend. That three-pointer by Haliburton was huge. That put the game to bed. Sixers, it's going to take them a miracle now to come back. If you guys are new to the channel, though, I do encourage you all to like and subscribe, man. My name is Jason Joseph. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. We just got 50 likes, man. We need 8 more subscribers to get to 1,480. Let's get there, guys. Come on. Hit that subscribe button. And we'll be back on tomorrow night, too. We'll also be doing the Sixers-Celtics game tomorrow night. We try to come on for almost every single Sixers game. Oh, man. INDR. I don't know what that means. Just listen to you, bro. Pal, his first name would be something, plus TJ said he played catch-up with Dobbs in the offseason. Players voted Vikings the best facility. All right, okay, here we go. Big possession here for the Sixers. Tobias Harris will be the inbounder. Sixers do get to advance the ball, so he'll be inbounding it from the near sideline. Harris trying to give it up, and he'll find Embiid. Embiid to Maxey. Maxey rolls to the rim, goes up with a 2. It's good. So the Sixers needed a quick 2, and now they got to get all the stops on defense. 127, 120. Pacers trying to play keep away as Hield has it. Hield to Turner, and Turner back to Brown. Brown on the near wing. 14 seconds to go. Turner unselfishly gives it up, and they're just continuing to pass the hot potato around. Brown has it. D'Anthony Melton's there. Brown trying to go to the rim. Goes up with a 2. It's airballed. Sixers got the stop. Can they make a 3 here? Embiid has it. He tries to go up with it, and a foul is called on Miles Turner. So the Sixers not done yet, and now both teams are in the bonus. 127 to 120. And Embiid will go back to the line. That's where he's been living throughout most of this game. Embiid is 15 for 15 from the line. Sixers have only missed 1 free throw from the line, Actually, I stand corrected. They missed actually 2. That was from KJ Martin. So 127 to 120. And Embiid will go to the line for 2 foul shots here. 32.5 seconds to go in this game. The first one is up by Joel, and it's nothing but net. Sixers will be playing the Boston Celtics tomorrow night at 7:30. We'll be back on for that game too. But we still got 32.5 seconds left in this game. 127-121. Embiid's second foul shot is good. I was thinking maybe he should have intentionally missed it there, but they're playing a dangerous game. Embiid does have 39 points. The Pacers will have Haliburton inbound it here, and he'll just pass it all the way out, and the Sixers have to foul. What are they doing? Pass it all the way to Obi Toppin, and Toppin is the one that gets fouled. So that's an interesting selection that they decided to go with there. 127 to 122. Both teams do have 1 timeout left. And Toppin, well, when we take a look at his foul shooting percentages just throughout the season, he's actually shooting 57% from the field. And from the line, he's shooting 92%, but he misses the first foul shot. So there's 3 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. It's important to keep that in mind as well. Sixers are shooting 97% from the line. Pacers 67. Toppin with the second foul shot. It's up. And it is good. Took a little bit of a second, and the Sixers will call their final timeout. 128 to 122. And the Sixers will have Nick Nurse draw up a play here. Turn out the lights, says Adam. Every time I hear from Adam, I feel like that it's because either the Phillies or the Eagles or the Sixers are losing. I feel like that's why he's on here. But here we go. Why doesn't Bron get foul call hacks like Embiid? They hack him all day. Bro, come on. Oh man. Come on, bro. I'm not gonna stand for this trolling, bro. 88 people on here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. If you guys do really enjoy this play-by-play stuff, please, I really do encourage you all to hit that like button and the subscribe button too. I can't stress that enough. We have a lot of people on here. Hey, Larry, this is my new account. My account is Baseball Boy 3645. Adam, are you a Philly hater? I feel like every time he's on here, he always makes a comment about the Phillies, like always a negative comment. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just interesting. All right, here we go. So Harris will be the inbounder here. The timeout is over. He'll hand it off to Melton. Melton goes into the lane, goes up with an easy 2. It's good. Sixers down by 4. They obviously have to foul here. 128 to 124. The Pacers would have probably given that up any day, and the foul is already not even made yet. Wow, I'm surprised that they didn't call a foul there. 19 seconds to go. Sixers have to foul. What are they doing? That took about 7 seconds off the clock. And they finally do get to foul Bruce Brown, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Man, that took 7 seconds off the clock. They got to be quicker with committing the fouls there. Both teams again in the bonus. Brown will go to the line. The first foul shot is good, and it's 129 to 124. So the Sixers, not only will they get their second loss of the season if they do end up losing this game, but they will get their first loss in the in-season tournament. Second foul shot's good. It's 130 to 124. And oh, by the way, they got to play Boston tomorrow. So Maxey gets the inbound. Again, shot clock is unplugged. Maxey trying to go to the lane. Goes up with a 2. It's up and in. 130 to 126. And Maxey has to foul, and he does. So that took about 0.7 seconds left compared to the 7 seconds that it took them to foul before that. So now Brown's going to go back to the line. And it's 130 to 126 with exactly 10.9 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. The Pacers, as Bruce Brown's going to go to the line, Brown's first foul shot is good. It's now 131 to 126. So the Pacers will be back at it. Of course, they'll be playing against the Orlando Magic. They're actually going to be off until Sunday. Second foul shot is good. Here's Tyrese Maxey on a handoff to Embiid. Embiid for three at the top of the key. That's no good, and that's going to do it. So the Sixers end their 8-game winning streak, and the Indiana Pacers, they split the 2-game set between them and the Sixers, and Embiid shakes hands with Tyrese Haliburton. Pacers were able to win by a final score of 132 to 126 as Haliburton hugs Maxey, and Tyrese Haliburton had 33 points and 15 assists. He was 11 for 18 from the field and 7 for 12 from three-point range. He was actually 6 for 8 in the first half and just 1 for 4 in the second half. But he had 32 assists and 0 turnovers just over his last 2 games. He's been really, really solid. Oh, man. All right, Adam. We're done here, bro. We're done, Adam. There we go. Rhino's here. What's up, Rhino? All right, so the Sixers lose by a final score of 132 to 126. Man, guys, I really appreciate y'all for coming on here. If you guys haven't done so already, please make sure that you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. We're going to be back on tomorrow night. We got a lot to talk about. I will say this, okay, because I want to get your thoughts on this game. The Sixers, they got off to a very slow start. That first half was not a good first half for them. They were out of sync. They were out of sorts. And as soon as they tried to come back in that second half, they did what they did in the third quarter. But part of me wants to say give the Pacers credit for actually making the adjustments in the fourth quarter against Embiid and giving him all the traffic in the world that he had to deal with. And Maxey just went a little bit cold. It was not a takeover Maxey fourth quarter type of a game. But, man, that was fun. JJ, woo-woo! Oh, I love you guys so much, man. Sometimes, like, when we're on this channel, man, like, we get carried away with stuff, and, man, we had a blast tonight. So, I point to Embiid's missed dunk and the travel turnover late. That's not the only reason why they lost. KJ Martin has to make one of those 2 free throws. There's a lot of things that go on. It doesn't just point out to that play. Tyrese Maxey had a couple of really bad possessions too. But again, I'm not gonna be too harsh on Maxey because he's been phenomenal this season. And this was just one bad game that he had. Embiid actually didn't even have his best game and yet still made all his foul shots and had 39 points. So it is just crazy what this man can do. Harris actually did pretty well. He had 22 points. He had 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. But, yeah, they didn't out-rebound the Pacers. The Pacers beat them in almost every single category. So, and my biggest positive, man, is that literally DeAnthony Melton had a good game. That was a very big positive that I took away. I think that this is more of a moral victory type of a thing. I'm not upset by this at all whatsoever. It'd be more upsetting if they actually lost to a blowout, but this brings up my point, where the Sixers actually haven't had a game that has gone down to the wire this year, and that's because they've been so great. The first game was the only one that went down to the wire. And this, I think, is a good experience for them because they haven't had those types of games. A lot of those games. Keep crushing it, Jay. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right. So that's going to wrap things up here again. If you have not hit that thumbs up button, man, what are you guys waiting for? One last time. My name is Jason Joseph. We're going to be back on tomorrow. I better see you guys on tomorrow. All right? I better see you guys on tomorrow. I hope to see you guys there. Love you all. Lila Tov. Good night. And sayonara.